1 2 1 2 mic check 1 2 where we at with it 1 1 1 1 sounds good to me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. All right, let's get it. Bring on my lovely co-host T Roni. T Roni, what's good? How you doing, sis?
How are you? How you doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone.
All good, all good. Got my man Banks Dillinger in the building. You know, the first person to pull up on the
What's up, Banks Dillinger?
on the board. What's good, Banks? How you, man?
Happy Sunday.
How you? Happy Sunday, my dude. I'm gonna even, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this right here. I'm just we gonna just open up the gate. I got a link right there in the chat. Let me pull this up. Excuse me, let me get my
Uh-huh.
voice
Get
right.
it. Get the voice
Yeah,
up.
let me get my voice game right. Hold on, let me
Get a cup of water.
I don't want to say what, but a nice cold brewski.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let me throw that up there. Yeah, you gotta have a brewski. Once in a while. The weather's hot. How's the weather out there? Everything is we looking all right over there. Where we at with it?
It was hot, but it's comfortable. I'll take this hot versus July hot. You know what I mean? So, how you doing over there?
Chilling, chilling. It was a hot day, but it
Hmm.
was good. Got a nice little breeze now. It was hot. It was hot.
Yeah.
The streets are hot. The streets are hot. It was hot. The streets are hot.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into this shit. So we just gonna, cover a few things, go through a couple of little topics, see what's good on these streets here, what everybody's talking about. So I'm gonna start with this one first, man. This is crazy.
Okay.
Um, there was no show last week, obviously. So this kind of broke previously too. Okay, so we're gonna. I just wanted to brush over this. It's kind of wild. This is along the conspiracy lines. You know, everybody's like, the conspiracies this and the conspiracies that. Sometimes when shit starts as a conspiracy, right, and it plays out, it doesn't sound so far fetched after all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because when everything starts to unravel slowly but surely, right?
Hmm.
So boom, this right here, we're gonna start with this. Allegedly, right? Let's see, present. Allegedly, Diddy was involved in the murders of Tupac Shakur and Christopher Wallace. Okay, allegedly now. Okay, so we're gonna look at some, and it sounds crazy.
Yes.
Uh, but let's check it out. This shit is starting to gain a little traction here,
Okay.
allegedly. So we're gonna share the screen. Let me do this right here, like boom, right? We're gonna share it. I want to pull it up. Was this the one? Yes, I think this was the one.
They
This the
think
one, baby.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's check this data. So I'm gonna break this down into pieces, and we're gonna just chop it up as it flows. All right. So let me try to
Okay.
present this joint right here. Let's present it. All right. So let's check this shit out. Walk our way through this crazy shit.
the possible suspect is this somebody who all along there was some suspicion? They think the possible suspect is this somebody who all along there was some suspicion?
About all that. All them gnats, they can't really touch me. Y'all, at the end of the day, y'all see and y'all know what it is. Act like it. Y'all know the business acumen. Y'all know the community service. I don't even care if it's hard to believe because the proof is there.
Although we all know the name of the person who made the fatal shot and ended Tupac Shakur's life in 1996, the police have reasons to believe that there's more to the story, and apparently, the newly reopened case has sent shockwaves through the music industry, making one notorious hip hop mogul freaking out since the truth about his involvement in this crime unexpectedly became within reach.
Nearly
Mm.
27 years after that infamous night. But he's happy it's happening, and he says he hopes it'll bring some more closure to the case.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Sound good.
Now, this is interesting, isn't? This is interesting because this is all allegedly, right?
Yes.
But this is on a major network, so there must be some kind of traction gaining to this story. You see the Entertainment Tonight logo and some ABC, and I don't think that was just pieced together as in thing. I think this is one piece, but let's check it out. But this is
Yeah.
interesting. Is this shocking news to you? Did you ever hear anything of this? Possibly.
I remember back in the days, the accusation was that Diddy had something to do with Tupac's murder. But, of course, it was just gossip, right? Like, it,
Yeah, because of the East Coast, West Coast, the beef, because they were beefing and all this other shit allegedly, right?
right, right.
So
So, and
people
when,
would automatically think.
and
Mhm.
when Biggie passed, it was like, okay, well, that's retaliation because, you know, Diddy has
Yes.
something to do with this. So now we're going to retaliate kind of business. That is what I remember.
Pretty much that was because remember that was 20 some odd years ago. Like we were real young back then. But check it out though, which is that's what the average person would think, right?
Right.
So and that's pretty much what we all were thinking. But not to that extent. But let's
And
dive deeper into it. No, continue. Go ahead, sis. What you
the
got?
reason why Diddy had Tupac removed is because he
Hmm.
was scared he was gonna kill him. Because remember, it was the whole East Coast West Coast thing. So Diddy and his crew, I guess, thought that Tupac was gonna be going after him and
Hmm.
kind
Hmm.
of kill him. And plus, the whole, trying to steal his money and all this kind of stuff. So I think it was, just thinking about why Diddy would have this done is just as important as the fact that if he actually did have this done.
Yeah, on a beef, like, cause I looked at it kind of from a different angle. I thought about it as in this from a beef angle, right? I
Mhm.
thought of it from a beef angle, as in, oh, one guy does something, and then oh, the retaliation, the East versus West, like what you would basically look at it. Anybody from the outside looking at it would think of it from that angle, pretty much,
Mhm.
a little bit. But then after a while, it's just like, nah,
Like, yeah,
whatever. Like that's gang shit. You know
money.
what I'm saying? But let's roll into this joint.
He's about money, right? Like it's like,
Yeah, but it's just like, it's not that serious, but whatever. It's with some gang shit. Because remember, you had a fight and something happened on videotape, and it's like, oh, this may have caused it because there was some kind of fight in the casino or whatever. But let's roll into this shit. Let's continue.
okay.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. As you know, no arrests have ever been made in the aftermath of merciless shooting of the
Where's
25-year-old
my fair
rap
use
legend
joint?
almost 3 decades ago, but it seems like the police now have way more clues pointing to the person organizing this crime. July 18, Las Vegas police confirmed that they served a search warrant in connection with the long unsolved shooting of Tupac Shakur, propelling the case back into the spotlight nearly 30 years after the rap legend demise. And while fans and the family of Tupac setting their hopes high to finally see the culprit paying the price for this atrocious crime, there's one person who is now struck with panic, and that's the main suspect in this case, infamous music producer Sean Diddy Combs.
Do you feel like Puffy owe you?
Sean?
Yeah, he should. I think he should look out.
Tupac Shakur's tragic demise has remained a mystery for the better part of 3 decades, despite the repeated public assertions of a man who says he was in the car from which gunshots rang out and shot the rapper, who was a passenger in another vehicle. Now, it seems like the police are very close to shed more light on this situation, and they have discovered many interesting evidence: an iPhone, a desktop computer, 4 laptops, a handful of tablets with shattered screen, an issue of Vibe magazine about Shakur, along with 2 black tubs of photographs, and the bullets that could be the same ones that were used to gun down the rapper.
And subsequently that gun is used to shoot Tupac. So he's openly saying that he's, a significant part of this whole murder.
The police don't disclose their finding with the media and reporters at the moment, but there's been talk in Hollywood that the news of Tupac's case being investigated again after almost 3 decades could be potentially damaging for Diddy, who's believed to be the prime suspect in this case.
Interesting.
Now think about that. 20 years later, you would think that it would be a cold case, right? That's what they call it, cold case. That case been cooking on the back burner for a minute. They never really
Cool.
stop watching you. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? If once you're on the radar, you're on the radar. Besides the fact you're on the radar for being rich and famous, but if you're on the radar for something potentially greasy, and then you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Let's keep rolling into this. Fair use, y'all. Let's rock.
And although the music mogul has an alibi for that night and wasn't actually far away from the crime scene, there's a belief that he was the one who hired a hitman to execute the rapper. Police in Las Vegas searched a home connected to Dwayne Keith Davis, also known as Keefy D, who has long been a central figure in the case. In his book, Compton Street Legends, Davis describes himself as one of 3 living eyewitnesses to Shakur's shooting, according to the book's description on Amazon. Despite his claims that he knows everything about the case and was even handing Orlando Anderson, the
Oh.
alleged shooter, the gun, Keefe D has never been charged or arrested as an accomplice. Apparently, his testimony is too valuable for police. And now, it feels like they got the missing puzzle of the picture and ready to press charges against the main villain in this story, Diddy.
In the community, as we know, and in the streets, there was never a mystery to who killed Tupac. That was never a mystery.
There have been rumors swirling in the past that Diddy paid off.
Is this nigga on the joint straight snitch?
Why is this guy loud now? Like, I get, yes. Yes.
Yo, this nigga is on the joint straight snitch. But well, dear Rob, well, you know, he may have been I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he knew more than everybody else because people just were like thinking that, but they was like, nah, your man Puffy, you know, because he kind of played the victim all the time. And it's like, niggas is bothering me. Niggas is picking on me, right? That was always his, how you able to, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly. He seemed not like the aggressor because it was a perfect scenario.
Right.
You had the Suge Knight,
The
right? Who was the bad guy in the story because he's, you know, he's the big goon.
Yeah.
You know, he used to be a goon for what's the name and you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Had the street credibility, all that, the gang credibility, all that going behind him. So he was the villain. And then you had you know, Puff Daddy seemed just like that. I'm I'm never the aggressor. I'm the laid back guy. You know what I'm saying? These guys are picking on me. But I'm bigger than that. I'm just gonna I'm gonna turn the other cheek. That's how he came off as in my vision. I don't know if it was, how do you feel about that? Kind of like the imagery behind it. Like it seemed like a good guy versus bad guy thing. Right?
He was always like that. Because remember, you remember what gave him what catapulted him into the spotlight is when it was was it a mob thing or something like that happened, and he was part of it. Do you remember that? It was like it was a concert or something, and people got.
Oh, you're talking about City College. You're talking about City College back in the days. Him and Heavy D, the celebrity basketball tournament.
So they
actually, I was gonna go there. That's how old school I am. I was gonna go there. I remember actually having the flyers to that. Yeah, the City College. Yeah, the Stampede in City College. Yeah, because he was a promoter back in them days. They were promoting parties and stuff like that. And the Stampede, due to lack of security and improper planning, and then typical Negro-ish. Yeah. So and his name became somewhat of a household name in New York City.
Yes.
And I get it. So let's continue. Let's roll into this. Sorry to steal a thunder from the story, but we got to break it up to keep it fair use. Tony D in the building. What's up? Salute. So he's self-muted, so he's probably in the move, but he's probably just getting a gist.
No, I'm home. I'm in the house. I just didn't want to interrupt anything. My apologies. What's going on? How y'all doing?
Okay, salute. Follow the story real quick. I'm gonna roll back into it. All right. You may have just joined us, I've seen, but this is what we're covering right now.
I got you good.
Diddy Combs allegedly, maybe part of hiring the hit for Tupac's murder. So let's check it out.
Okay.
Off the police and investigators and used all his influence and connection to hush this case and turn it into the unsolved mystery of the 90s. However, Diddy might have forgotten the simple truth that karma will come back to you with punishment when you least expect it. And now, when Keefe D's house has been searched and many new evidences of his and Diddy's involvement have been found, it seemed like a matter of time because the officers would be knocking on the music mogul's door with a warrant.
So when I hear or I see things, and I'm like, wow, this vibe that they got.
So far, there have not been any legal answers to this case, but many people and clues pointed that Diddy was very much interested in silencing Tupac. 2 years prior to the tragic incident, Shakur was seriously wounded in another shooting during a robbery in the lobby of a Midtown Manhattan hotel. He was shot several times and lost $40,000.
Now, I'm gonna interject 1 second here. Tupac Shakur was not shot during that robbery, even though that's what's reported. Tupac Shakur was pistol whipped over the head, and he shot himself reaching for a pistol that he had in his two big oversized pants. Remember the pants we used to rock a little baggy back in the days? Yeah. He shot himself like Plexico Burris, but the truth will never be told about that. I'm not making it. Well, fuck it. Let's just laugh about it. That little punk ass nigga shot himself. I was never a Tupac fan. because I know he was an actor and a clown, and he's responsible for some of this retarded culture we see right now, this quote unquote thug life, because he was just an actor portraying to be a gangster, a West Coast gangster rapper, influenced by like the likes of Eazy-E and those other guys. But that's another story. Little bitch nigga shot himself. But let's continue.
Jesus
As Tupac
Christ.
alleged after, not
Keeping
only
it
did he knew
gangsta.
about the attack, but he also helped to organize shooting and beating. The music mogul openly accused
And you know what's even funnier? This picture right here.
I
Right.
like K Solo and Biggie.
Let me tell you. No, this is Redman, and this is
Redman.
It is
Notorious
Redman?
Big.
Yeah,
Right. Let me tell you, I was there that night. This is in the Palladium. Right.
Mhm.
I told you the story. I probably told this before on the broadcast where I was like, we were at the New Music Seminar in 1993, Atlantic Records, and we were going in, and the other line, the guest list, like the hotline is right alongside the regular line. So we coming in, and I was like, "Yo, we were Redman," and he turned around and said, "I don't know, you motherfuckers."
So straight up, that's
I was
Redman. That's
literally
not K
there that
Solo.
night, huh?
That's not K Solo for real. That's really Redman. That's not K Solo.
That looks like Redman. You can tell by the
Why
lips.
would I be sitting here telling you a fucking
No, I'm just
lie? I was
saying.
not even
Look at
far
him.
from
There's
where
a
this
difference.
picture. Listen to
There's a
me. I'm
difference in
telling.
that face.
Oh
I
my
feel you.
God.
I feel
Okay,
you.
Tony D. It's his case solo. I'm telling you, I
No, I'm
was there and
asking.
I was not far. Let me finish the story.
Wow.
I'm
Go
telling
ahead.
you, I was there and I was not
No,
far.
he's asking about the picture. He's
I'm
asking.
telling you, can I finish the story?
You are correct. That because
Can I finish the story? Oh man, this is what happens when a nigga try to tell a story and other niggas wait, ain't this and that. Let me finish telling the fucking story. Time out, guys. All right. Listen. All right. I was there that night. I was not too far. I was only a few people behind this picture because Notorious B.I.G. wasn't even famous yet. And I had a conversation with that gentleman that night. This is when the Party and Bullshit single was out. Because you both may have been in New York, like removed from the street scene at this time. Like Tony D, you may have been doing it, but
I
I
was
was in
way
the
gone.
streets. I was in the streets with these. Well, I won't say these particular individuals, but I was particularly there that night with my boys. That was when Redman was like, "I don't know y'all motherfuckers. They ain't with us." He was in the joint anyway. They had a show. That was when the Party I Get Around was the hot single, right?
Tupac
Party
joint,
and
right?
Bullshit was from the Who's the Man soundtrack from Ed Lover,
Right.
Dr. Dre
Yeah.
movie. That's the only record Notorious B.I.G. had out. He wasn't even popular then. You see him, his look. Does he look like somebody who thinks he's cocky and famous? He would have been in
No.
the picture. The picture was of Tupac and Redman. The picture was not of Notorious Big because he wasn't popular yet. And like I said, I had just concluded a conversation with this gentleman, and I was a few people removed, walking away in between where this picture was taken. Okay, just letting you know, actually, as a fact, because I just realized, oh shit, that's that exact picture. Because this picture was in Source magazine as well. My boy was like, "Yo, son."
That was
So
us.
that's just one for the record. Smoke be everywhere. Smoke been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying Tony D is not fucking K
Nah,
Solo. I know who it is because I was right there,
you good.
literally right there when that picture was taken. Okay. So I'm just letting y'all niggas know. All right, holla. So let's continue the story.
the music mogul openly accused Tupac of lying.
That picture just caught me because I didn't really see that before when I was watching this shit. All right.
Right.
1993. Actually funny that it follows up with another 1993 clip. But yes, that was in 1993.
Saying, "This story is a lie. It is beyond ridiculous and is completely false. Neither Biggie, Wallace, nor I had any knowledge of any attack before, during, or after it happened. But we all know how Diddy usually replies to all accusations. In his own words, other rappers try to stain his reputation and bring him down all the time because of their envy."
Is there has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true.
But now, Diddy seems to have lost his confidence, learning that the case with a whole bunch of new evidence will be presented to a grand jury in Las Vegas. And what's even worse for the notorious music mogul is that, according to a person with direct knowledge of the investigation, no one was authorized to speak publicly to prevent any leakages. However, many people don't even need more clues because it's all been obvious for them since the start. As one person commented, everyone knows it was Puff Daddy. It was never a mystery. He paid the Crips because somehow Orlando had some revenge against Tupac, but he loved him and all A too. And another user added, "Seeing Combs has blood on his hands, just as Suge Knight has blood in his hands regarding to Easy 8. Now let's see how Diddy will try to save his reputation." And
You can't do a broadcast and you can't even you putting no respect on the names, okay? Lady, whoever you are, I'm sorry, but don't If you can't say their names properly, don't call them out. I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
Well, they're just reading. They're just reading. They may not be familiar with the characters. Because they come from a. I'm just giving
I get it.
Uncultured, if it was like Led Zeppelin or one of those, more ethnically different looking groups, she may have been more familiar, but she's probably not familiar with these characters, some of them. So, I'll give her a pass on that. Only because I mess up the names on other folks all the time. I'm just saying.
Freedom this time because there are too many giveaways that basically scream about
nice chain, dude.
His involvement in this case. And it's not the first time his name pops up amidst the talk about this tragic incident. Do you guys remember how retired lab police officer named Greg Kading claimed that Tupac's...
She said labbed. It's supposed to be LAPD, god damn it. So this could be a computer generated voice reading the article is what I'm trying to tell you.
There's a couple of things that they said. I could tell it's a computer generated voice behind it. They didn't call him Sean, they call him Scene. Diddy Combs.
So yeah. So it seems like it's a computer generated thing. Okay. Let me continue.
demise in a drive-by shooting was planned by Diddy?
For Sean Combs, I mean, what are his choices really? I mean, is he going to come out and confess to his association with the killers of Tupac?
In his documentary, Greg directly accused Diddy of being guilty in organizing Tupac's fatal shooting, and he even found out the music producer paid gang member Dwayne Keith Keffy D. Davis $1 million to eliminate the rival. As Kading insisted, the case was solved long ago by the Los Angeles Police Department, but there was an interesting reason why Diddy was not charged. In the film, Kading alleged that Los Angeles authorities decided not to charge Combs partly because of his celebrity. They also declined to pursue Tupac's case because the suspected gunman Orlando Anderson also passed away by that time, having been shot in an unrelated incident.
Was it an unrelated incident, or was he taken out?
I'm about to ask you that. He died, and everything seemed to go away with the investigation in its entirety. I do agree with that.
Allegedly.
But
yeah, allegedly.
So on top of that, but around so like when the rumors were that Diddy had a part of this, it kind of died
because there was no evidence right away. Yeah.
Right. But then it was saying it was a police cover-up. And then all this started pointing fingers at the police, the whole thing being a cover-up. So yes, it's kind of all is making sense in a way.
Yeah,
I see the pattern, but I'll be honest. I can see the pattern with everything in all the stories. I'm looking for the solid evidence. That's the one thing nobody's doing.
Yeah, that's why everything is allegedly.
Yeah, everything is the conversation.
This is a couple of weeks
all these
ago.
It's 2 decades later. It's almost 30 years, like they said, it's 27 years. And they still carrying the conversation. They done made movies, documentaries, and all that, and nobody's giving no absolute damn truth. But go ahead, bro. That's my whole thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And was Diddy really a celebrity back then? I mean, he was famous in his own right.
Well, let me tell you, he will actually. Go ahead, T-Ronnie. Go ahead.
I mean, my opinion he was celebrity in some communities, but not like that type of celebrity. He is now. He is a very.
Well, let me tell you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let me finish.
No, both of you go ahead. Both of you go ahead, and I'll reinforce
I'm gonna let
how he
T-Ronnie
was.
finish. Go ahead and finish, T-Ronnie. I'm sorry.
I'm finished.
I'll reinforce how he was that level. Go ahead.
I will say that he was at that level, and I apologize for cutting y'all off because he produced Mary J, and Mary J blew him up. He had Mary J's first album, so he was already up and out and getting ready to grow. All of this happened after that, and right before Craig met Biggie Flavor in the ear.
No, that happened after. Remember, let me remind you guys of the timeline, okay? Because I actually knew some people that were doing production when the Bad Boy label first picked up. I knew a couple of people that were doing production actually for some of the records. So let me give you the timeline. The picture that I told you that we were all in the Palladium, okay? That was 1993.
93.
The Notorious B.I.G., okay, dropped his first album in late 1994. Okay, Ready to Die. Right? That was and that leaked over into 1995.
Yes, it did.
Okay. All right. So I'm giving you the timeline. The shooting of Tupac Shakur happened in September of
96.
1990. What?
96. 96, yes.
So there was actually, Puff Daddy was at a celebrity status at that stage, Roni. Like, we were a little younger, but we I was in the mix, so I kind of remember the timeline personally.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So he did have a celebrity status at that point, and as far as being a music producer and everything, he did kind of have a celebrity status because at that point, remember Tupac, that was a known thing because he had also been, the shooting happened in early 1995 in the
Right.
studio where he shot himself. So I'm giving you a more clear timeline of this. So at that point of where in September of 1996, after the fight where he was shot, right?
Mm.
Puff Daddy
I
was
got one more.
at a high celebrity status. Go ahead, Tony D. He was
Let
at a
me let me
celebrity
throw
status.
one thing in that same timeline because while you were saying the years, I was thinking about it. You know who else came out big that was under Diddy in 1996? T. Roney,
Oh,
112. Only
You
you.
had Total.
Diddy
He
was
had
up there.
already had several artists out, so he
I
was
know he had
already
artists out. Don't
celebrity.
get
He
me
was
wrong.
a
I know he had
celebrity.
artists, but I'm talking about being what they call quote unquote a celebrity. Because you know
Yes,
how
he was. Yes. We talking
We
he's
still
already sold, he had already sold millions and millions of records at that point.
I
You
understand.
understanding what we're talking about here?
I do.
Let's not argue his status.
I'm not
His
arguing
status
the
is what it
status.
is, but I'm just I want it to be clear.
I
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
answering Tony D. Tony D was
Go ahead.
saying, yes, he had 112. And I was like, yes, I understand. He had many artists under him. Like, I get that.
Yes.
I was just in my mind, I'm explaining what I thought that celebrity status was not, in 95, 96. I didn't think he made it to that level. But you guys are saying, yes, he
He
was.
I
was.
will tell you
Yeah.
yes because from
Definitely was.
behind the
No
scenes he
question.
was the status. On the screen was something else. Behind the scenes, yes, because everybody was coming out under him. That would be where I was becoming
Definitely.
from. What you were asking, yes,
Mhm.
that would be
Definitely at that
yes.
status. No question about it. No question about it. Household name. Remember, all of those magazines, those
Craig
Source,
Mack too.
Vibe
Yeah.
magazines, all of those magazines were popping. He's on the cover. It was between because remember him, those
Death Row.
artists, those were the biggest people in music at the time during that time period. You had
Yes.
Tupac, you had Snoop Doggy Dogg, you had the Dr. Dre. Remember the whole Death Row and what's the name?
Mm-hmm.
The
West
most
Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Yes.
as well as Suge Marion Knight at that stage, he was huge as far as celebrity status, as far as money status. Because remember, some of those projects started dropping in 92, 93. So this is 3 years later after
And he
millions of
was
records are
pushing
sold and the bankroll is coming in hard and heavy and the notoriety is coming in. So yeah, the celebrity status was definitely there.
him and Suge were pretty much neck and neck as far as the top producers in hip hop, and Diddy was pretty much chasing Russell Simmons at the time, in my opinion.
Exactly. So
As
they were
far as the
there.
New York status, as far as New York hip hop status, he was the
Yeah.
man. Matter of fact, Diddy was the man before Jay-Z was, because Jay-Z didn't blow up till
Yes.
97, 98.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just
So
keeping
after
it
Biggie
100.
was dead,
Yes.
yeah, he didn't get bigger till a year after Biggie was
Exactly.
dead, pretty much. So
There's a pretty
But he
I'm
was,
sorry. Go ahead, Ronnie.
yeah, I know he was in the streets, but he didn't get big until after the death.
Yeah.
Right.
He was allegedly in the streets, or his friends were, or the people he were associated with. We can't implicate this guy, even though there's nothing to implicate, but it's entertainment.
Fair
So let's
use.
continue with the
Fair use.
story.
Fair use.
Fair use, y'all. Fair use, y'all. Let's continue. Entertainment. Well,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Let's continue. So this is the former LAPD officer. He quit because they was faking the funk on the investigation. A couple of $1 million here and there can slow up the game. You know what I'm saying? For a long time. So people weren't cooperating and this, that, and you know what I'm saying? So let's continue. He got frustrated and quit. So let's take a look. Let's listen to this guy.
good chance that Orlando Anderson would have been charged had more time been given to put the case together.
Now, Greg Kading claims that Diddy successfully
So Orlando Anderson was the gunman,
Well,
but he got gunned down before he was charged, allegedly. Okay.
eliminated everyone who was somehow related to his fatal shooting. However, he made a mistake by keeping Keefe D alive, and now, after the police searched his house, they have more evidence to finally press charges against the music mogul. As Kading says, Diddy had no choice, and although it's hard to say who started all that West Coast, East Coast beef between the rapper, apparently, Diddy chose to fire first against his enemies. According to Kading, Diddy was in a state of desperation and knew that if he didn't take matters into his own hands, he might have been the one gunned down. It was a preemptive strike. As Diddy himself said multiple times, there are many people who wished him ill in the industry, and his main task when he wakes up every day is to fight back and protect himself by all means.
What were you saying, T. Roney?
remember when you first started it, when I was saying that was when you asked question, what did I ever hear about Sean Diddy being behind this? And I said yes, and not only did I hear it, but the reason why was because he thought that they was going to kill him first. So she just quote kind
Victim.
of confirmed
In the victim. Yeah. I'm gonna go kill a couple niggas too, because I think they're gonna get
kill
me.
me. Yeah,
Yeah. Makes sense. Kinda. If that's the alibi. We'll
that's the
see how
alibi.
this plays out. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So let's check it out. Let's
But
You
I'm
ain't got
not
no alibi. You
playing.
It's almost done. We got one more minute, and then we're just gonna unwrap the whole joint.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back outside and I'm fighting back for us. And I'm also do a little fighting back for me.
But if Diddy actually wants to save himself this time, he must pull out all the aces he has in his sleeve because not only the police are coming for him, but it feels like the whole industry is about to bring him down for organizing this hideous crime. Another hip-hop legend, Eminem, was so impressed and shocked by Tupac's demise that he even openly accused Diddy in his track Kill Shot. The part of the lyrics say, but Kells, the day you put out a hit's the day Diddy admits that he put out a hit's the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got packed. Oh, I'm sick of you being whack. Although in the end of the track, Eminem says he's just playing with Puffy. Apparently, it more than a joke for Slim Shady because, as he once stated, Tupac had an enormous influence on him.
Was the first rapper to me that could make you cry. Like I felt him that much.
Now, the fate of Diddy is in the police's hands, and there is hope to see him going down for the crime he had organized 3 decades ago. However, the internet users can't seem to come to one opinion about Diddy's long-awaited imprisonment, with some netizens writing things like, "The wrath of the Lord is moving on Dirty Money Diddy for surely." And it seems like other fans lost all hope, and one of these skeptics commented, "Nothing will come of this. Puffy is too big. Unless they get some recording or film, it's he said, she said stuff."
That's deep.
Basically, so when it comes to
Well, time will tell if the culprit behind this crime is going to be punished. And what do you think about this, guys? Will Diddy get away this time, as usual? Or is the evidence against him too solid and his thick pockets won't save him this time? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in
okay, fair use, y'all. All right. Thank you for this. Let's see. We're gonna stop the share. Okay. Yeah, this was pretty
Man, listen.
interesting, man. This was pretty interesting.
Man, listen. That's
Pretty interesting.
Shine them in the jail for him already.
No,
I
Sean
don't
went
know
to
if
jail
you-
because he was stupid and shot and pulled a gun from his
We know.
waistline for no
We
reason.
know.
But
We know.
Sean went, no, Sean went to jail because Sean did something stupid.
Okay,
So
I'm
that,
glad
I
you cleared
can't
that
blame.
up.
I can't
I'm glad
blame
you-
Bluff Daddy for that. I can't blame him for that.
I'll give you
That-
credit. I'm glad you cleared that up.
that he took that. So, but it's this all started. You got a good point because I remember the whole Shine thing. You just brought it back to me that the rumor was that Shine took the L for Diddy, right?
No,
Like this was
no.
the whole
No,
fluff.
he
and-
was caught on surveillance camera pulling a gun out of his jacket and firing it into the air. Shine.
Let's see.
Puff Daddy didn't fire a gun. He was not
No,
sure.
he did
was
not fire a
caught.
gun,
He
no.
didn't fire a gun. So
he did not.
Shine
Right.
was responsible for having a non-registered firearm, discharging it in public, reckless endangerment. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why
Yes.
Shine went to jail. He didn't take the fall for Diddy. He took the fall
Good.
because
I'm glad you cleared
you
that
were
up.
with
Thank you.
security. That's why these goons are getting paid to carry guns and to shoot people.
Yeah.
You are the artist. You're the person that the goons are there to protect.
Agreed.
You don't have to pull out the gun when nobody else has a gun out.
Facts.
Because somebody threw a stack of money in somebody's face, you had no reason to pull a gun out.
I like how you said that. Thank you for that because that story never came out as the truth. So I'm glad you gave me that aspect
So I wanted to
personally
add some
myself.
clarity to that. Go ahead. T.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Diddy has been stereotyped as having something to do with this as much as Suge Knight.
Yeah.
This story specifically at Diddy. So I'll be honest about this. I didn't see Diddy as doing it to kill Tupac. I did not. Tupac has said a lot of things and a lot of lyrics on his songs that had other people on the radar more than Diddy. And I will say that honestly. Because y'all got to remember who he talked against.
Yeah,
if
he
you
was
ever was a
snitching
fan
on
of his old music.
wax, as we would
I
call
haven't
it.
heard about him snitching, so you telling me something. Now,
telling
with
you.
the hit him up, coming out and him dying immediately afterwards puts a lot of this on Diddy. Because this happened right after Hit 'em Up came out. Y'all do know that, right?
But this was being
96.
playing way before that, though. This is playing
Well,
way
but
before
it was
that.
probably playing,
sure.
but Hit 'em Up came out in 96. Next
Yeah.
thing you know, Tupac was dead 4 or 5 months later. Yeah, it was 96 when Hit 'em Up. I remember because I was leaving Freaknik in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I'm just saying.
Oh man,
I was
Freaknik
coming down the highway.
created
I had to
today's
pull
3
over.
wars. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I had to pull over. I was like, oh my God, he did not say this on this jam. I mean, he introed the song. That's why I fucked your bitch. I'm like, oh my Jesus. So this
Yeah.
whole thing going against Diddy with the whole rap beef that people don't even really talking about anymore because they call it a farce and everybody in hip hop was not down with it. It was above them. This is going to be ugly. I want to see the evidence personally. I'll admit this, and I'm gonna throw this on your show. Fair use, open opinions, all that craziness. I'm tired of all of the allegations, all of the stories, and all the suspicions. Where is the solid proof? That's what I want. Personally, myself. It's 27 years later. Let's just be real.
Facts.
Where's the solid proof? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's crazy because when you think about the whole thing, right? You'll say, okay, this could be possible, all right? But now he's 20 years larger, 20 years more financially strong, 20 more years with
Right.
millions more dollars behind him.
Much
So
more well established. I agree. Yes.
much more. 20 years later, growing consecutively. So now he's a powerhouse,
Yes,
right?
he is.
So right now, like you may have alluded to, it's a possibility it just may come to he said, she said. So you got some guy allegedly by the name of Keefe D, who allegedly
bro.
wrote a book and says, this is from what I'm taking from this whole article here. He writes a book like on some, hey man, I'm a gangster, this, that, and the other. I was in the car when they shot Tupac and all this other shit. So he was dry snitching, on paper.
Can I cut you off? Can I cut you
Go
off
ahead.
respectfully?
Go ahead.
And I will say this respectfully. This goes to UNT Ronnie. I apologize, both of y'all, if y'all want to say something. Have you seen all the YouTube videos this brother has done?
No. Keefe D?
Keefe D has years of stories of everything on YouTube. Me and Classic was talking about that a few months ago. Classic was like, you can't stand them. But this brother been telling stuff for years, at least the past 5 years, on everything.
Okay. So he's under some type of so allegedly, like as they may have alluded to in the article, right? We just saw. So they may not arrest him. He may not be arrested because he's too valuable to be in jail. So in other words, the feds
makes sense.
Still, no. Listen, let me chill. Let me pause for 1 second.
Yeah, finish.
Let me pause for station
Now
identification.
it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Hang on.
Go ahead. Finish.
I know what you're saying, but I know where you're coming from.
But look, that's on me. Smoke Sunday Night Smoke podcast. Go check my boy out. You know what I mean? For sure.
All right. So let's rewind.
Yeah.
What was that question again?
She said it doesn't make sense that he's too valuable.
Let's rewind. So now, for example, if this Keefe D, right, that you're talking about, that's what you're saying, doesn't make sense, right, T-Ronnie? Let me put it in logical.
He's too valuable. What doesn't make sense is that he's too valuable to arrest right now because he has all the information. So that's what we were talking about. So
let me tell you how. Let me rationalize that. So that makes no sense, right? Does that make logical sense to you? No, T-Ronnie. That's where your complaint comes in, right?
It does not make sense. Yes.
It does, because when you leave a nigga on the street talking, he's gonna eventually talk himself into the grave.
Exactly,
which he did just now. Don't you understand where this is alluding to? He keeps talking. He's so proud of this stuff. So they're just gonna let him keep talking and let him keep snitching because he's the snitch on the streets, and that's what you got to realize.
Yeah.
They want information. So to keep a nigga with a big mouth that's a snitch, that's unintentionally dry snitching on folks and doing all this other goofy shit.
Right.
He's valuable on the street. So they want him out there to keep exposing everything because remember, they can't get access to all the dirt that he can. You understand what I'm saying? So they're just gonna let him keep going, man. Yeah, keep. They probably got all of his shit tapped and everything, and he just talking beep, 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 beep. And every little thing, every little interview, it's just all of this is all they're doing is building cases on people. Because remember, the feds will let you run wild for 10 years and build your shit up. So let's keep that in mind. Don't think anything makes sense or doesn't. There's a method to everything. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Keep him on the street. Keep him talking. Now all of a sudden, they say, yeah, he a big mouth. Keep him talking. Keep him talking. You know what? Let's bum rush the crib. You know why they did that? Because he was probably on one of them podcasts. Nigga, I got the bullets from the and next thing you know, it's a warrant. And next thing you know, they at the door and they recovering the bullets. And here you got it. You understand what I'm saying? So does that make sense to you now? Why you keep a nigga like that on the street? The feds probably even were protecting him to an extent to keep him on the street talking and yapping. He's writing a book. Oh, great. Let me help. Let me help get a publishing deal on the back end that he doesn't even know about. The feds probably helped him get the publishing deal for that without him even knowing it. They went to so and so publisher, said, "Hey, pick up this book for this goofball." Huh? They probably paid whoever distributed that book, that company, to pick that shit up just so this dumb. See, that's how they operate. You understand what I'm saying?
No, but that's true.
I know it's true because I know how this shit works. And these fools,
I can't believe this idiot. You say
you got a bunch of dumb niggers on the street thinking they smart.
This guy has podcasts and books, and what I couldn't understand, crazy to me, that she said this. Well, the machine.
That's
said,
what she said, or the machine.
The machine. The machine
said that they went into his house. Evidence. It's 30 years later, and you went in his house, and he still had evidence. What did he have in a bookcase, like in a person? Oh, in a trinkets box. Like, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, because remember, you gotta understand, this person may not be the smartest person either, right? So, Random Rick Reviews, what's good? You may want to join us for this one. This is crazy.
What's up, Rick?
So, T-Rona, you gotta understand, this guy is not the smartest guy. Listen to me. Allegedly, he's not the smartest guy in the world either, right? Just like Monica Lewinsky kept the fucking dress. Why would you keep a cum-stained dress?
Oh my God!
All these years for in your closet?
Oh my God!
Because some fucking goofball said, "Hey, it may be worth something one day," and that's what allegedly may have. Allegedly. You understand? Does that make sense? Why would you keep a cum-stained dress?
Does.
Right.
Does
well,
it?
all right. So
Okay,
that's a great comparison. Okay. In the mind of somebody that's not wrapped too fucking tight, they think that they're gonna make money down the line. Like his book deal, the shells, all of that was part of the maybe I can get famous down the line off of this. Who the fuck knows?
I want to throw this at you too.
And who cares?
When he said that he's too valuable, if you're generating enough money, they don't want to lock you up. You cut the profits of all the people working for the people you helping make money. So I could say that about Diddy. I think Diddy is a little too valuable to go to jail. Suge was already losing money in one aspect, in our opinion, because Death Row wasn't the same after that high rise.
He was just doing dumb shit too. He was just
he was doing crazy.
Stupid.
Diddy was continuously knocking out not even whole albums, hit wonders alone. One hit wonders was Monster Money.
Right.
Yeah, he was selling millions of records, man. At the end of the day,
he literally said he had 100 songs on the top 100 in 1 year.
Think about that.
He's at over that's he's generating dollars, and he is, like Smoke said, he's a powerhouse in the industry right now. He is old school CEO, not just hip hop, music. He really is. He's up there with
and an influence in the culture.
Be honest about it.
Yeah, of course.
And he's
surpassed Russell Simmons at this point. Like the notoriety, and as far as the what's the names, because remember the money was different in those times. You understand what I'm saying? So
he still owns a lot of his stuff.
So
too.
I think he earned more on a whole with the clothing and this and that. Even though the Russ had the fat form,
the drink,
whatever, and all that, the alcohol deals, the movie, So I think he out earned him. But I understand, like the Russell Simmons, the Quincy Joneses, the moguls that we historically would associate.
Better word, thank you, mogul. Better word. He's up there. He's up there with the big boys. And
so we know that. So what we're gonna say right now is this. Now, so check it out. So, okay. Now, like you said earlier, I'm gonna allude to this real quick before we thing it. And go spin around the home one more time, but check it out. Like, he's much bigger now. There's much more money behind it now. It's much more like, you know what? It could also like you said, like, you know what? It could be just he say, she say. It's gonna be until you show some straight up proof or some straight up. So now this guy who had all this other stuff, now that they didn't raided this house and everything, now somebody's got to get locked up now. So now they're either gonna pull the plug on this goofball, like, all right, dickhead, this didn't lead us to the big fish, which we left you free swimming all these years, because eventually you're gonna lead us to a whole bunch of other shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna implicate a whole bunch of other people, like he did, I'm sure. So having him, like, these goofballs, these whack 100s and all these quote unquote guys that are connected to the street, but is still on the internet talking about street ish and stuff like that, right? They let those guys stay out there because what they do is they unintentionally implicate people for crimes that were committed. So it's beneficial to keep these people on there talking. You know what I'm saying? Talking, all that. Charlie B in the building. What's good, cuz?
Charlie B outside. What's good, bro?
So it you know what I'm saying? So it definitely it's beneficial to keep those people um in the street and talking and doing all that other ish too. You know what I'm saying? Because they're helping the feds solve crimes without even knowing. You know what I'm saying? So
The feds
salute
need
to the
inside.
salute to the dry snitches that snitching without knowing it. Even though you do know it, but you don't know it, you're all it's just goofy shit. Go ahead, T-Roni.
I said, no,
What
I'm
you
not
think?
clapping for the idiot.
I am saluting them niggas because some of these crimes are stupid anyway, and they need to be solved. Like some of these mindless killings and all
Yeah.
this. So you know what? Fuck it. Let's lock these goofballs up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got beef, punch the nigga in the face. You know what I'm saying? And call
In
it
the
a
street
day.
and go, I'll go back to
Leave your
work.
little pistol in the house for home protection and your little whatever,
Facts.
and keep it moving. But it is what it is, man. You know
But
what I'm
did you
saying?
see Random Rick Review said, did
What
you
you
see
got, Random?
that fight on the docks?
Yeah, we're gonna cover that. We're gonna cover that today. We're gonna get into that too,
Listen.
Random Rick.
Oh, you gonna do that today, Smoke?
We're gonna cover that. We got to.
That one's gonna take me a minute. I want to be
Don't
honest
worry.
with you.
We're gonna
I
unpack
can't
it.
wait. I
We're
can't
gonna
wait.
unpack
That's
it.
gonna take me a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna unpack that. Random Rick. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna move this up in the agenda because that's the grand finale. I was gonna wait till we got a full audience.
It didn't be the grand finale. I wanted to be the grand finale. What's the other one you got?
Well, fuck it. Let's
I'm
hold
with
on.
T-Roni. I'm with T-Roni. The first lady spoken. I'm gonna roll with her.
All right. So
I'm
yeah,
rolling.
we're gonna unpack that shit. Like Charlie B says, dry snitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so they're talking about these things.
Dry stitches.
Yeah, because sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's unintentional, but you never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you never know who these guys are funded and financed by. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for example, if you have like a hood, let's see, I don't want to say no names. Say if you have like a hood podcast, like that's popular in the hood and it's credible in the ghetto, the
Everybody watching.
Niggerville hip hop community, and the rappers respect you and all this other shit, and you got some shit going on, like
Nigga done
a ex
broadcasting.
rapper,
Nigga done.
like say like you're an ex rapper with a podcast or some shit like that, right? And whatever, like and they're financed, and say like on a smaller level. So I won't say Drink Champs because I'm not talking about them, so it doesn't matter. So I'll say Drink Champs for example, but you have a few smaller, slightly smaller brands like that have that type of credibility where they can get a rap nigga to come on there,
Wave
or so and so, right?
Say hi. They can hear you. They can hear you.
What up?
Both of them
So
say
you
hi.
have
Say hi, Batman. Tell him you're Batman.
Oh man, we're gonna graduate. You're gonna be Black Man now. We're gonna revamp you this Halloween. We're gonna switch him
We're
up.
gonna revamp you for Halloween. We're gonna make you somebody else. That's the project.
Thor.
You wanna be Thor? Thor. No, we're gonna figure somebody else out.
Salute to the early shout out to the early Halloween setup. But
everybody's Halloween costume is gonna be the guy in the hat at the dock. Everybody gonna have
you gotta rock the hat toss.
And the
You know what? Fuck it. We can't fight the feeling no more. We're gonna get right into this. Let's find it. Let's jump into this another.
If I missed another topic, I want to apologize. I do want to jump on it, but
nah, don't sweat it. Nah, ain't nothing else.
Yeah.
Nah. Ain't nothing else more hot than that. Let's get hot. Let's check it out. Let's try to find the uncut. Let's try to find it because I've seen a lot of a few different angles. Say that again, T.
I've got some ideas for show I want to send to y'all anyway.
Cool.
Yeah, we still waiting on you to do yours.
We'll holler that on the back end. We're gonna holler that at, we're gonna, you know how that goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know how that goes. We'll definitely on the back end chat that out. And then like I say, anything that's super hot, because we're doing hot days when it's hot.
Gotta go for a swim.
I want to get the best. Oh, well, speaking of going for a swim, let's talk about it. Oh man, hold on, right here.
Listen.
Let's pull up. Let's pull it up.
Can I
yo.
ask
Let's
you?
check it
Can I
out.
ask you a serious question on Smoke?
Talk about it, man, because we're about to
Did
roll
you
into
get
it. Get
did
busy.
you get the full video?
I'm looking right now because I got a couple. I got a
I've
couple
got a
right now.
few. I don't have it in its all the way entirety. I think I had one like 10 minutes. I think they're taking them down.
I got 3
Yeah,
angle videos. The
they're
one,
trying to take them down.
Yes.
Mhm.
the angle video from when when the boy was swimming. I got an angle video when then it all had the
All
broke.
right, shoot me something.
And
Shoot
then
me.
and then
Shoot
I
me.
had an angle video of the
Let's
chair.
talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's
Chair.
start breaking some of these down.
We need the whole thing from the beginning. I want people to see it in its entirety. I've been working on a broadcast. Let me throw this out there, please.
Okay.
I've been working on a broadcast, and the reason why
Mhm.
I've been hesitant on doing it, there's a conversation between the two before the fight started that I can't get an audio on, which I don't think I'll ever find.
Well, you ever
But I
will. So
want
you're looking for something
right.
that you're not gonna find. The
Well,
most you're gonna
you know what
find
it
is the
is? That's going
angles.
to answer so much. That's going to answer so much if I could ever get that. But we can roll with this. Let's go ahead.
Man, you would have to have police intel to do something like that, nigga.
Them folks got an audio. Somebody got an audio someday. I want
You
to
know what
find
I'm saying? Oh man.
I'm digging that deep. Because it's about a good 2-3 minutes before the actual first punch was thrown.
Okay, hold
And
on.
there was a strong conversation.
Let's see.
And everybody's running off of the fight specifically. I'm like, nah,
Anybody
there's
go to
more
the
to it.
50th anniversary? My sister went to the 50th.
I was gonna ask y'all if y'all want to talk about that too, because I know Aisha, I know you up there.
No, I
Bad as
didn't
I
do
wanted
that.
to go, I can't. Oh,
I didn't do
okay.
that. I don't do those type of events unless I got some type of VIP access or something. Too many people out. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
there'd be a
saying?
lot
I
of
gotta
heads
be
at
in.
that one.
Yeah, I gotta be. I can't be with the regular folks and shit. Not saying I'm what's the name me, but I gotta definitely. If it's something like that, I don't want to be mixed in the crowd with. I gotta be like in a press box. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be where the other
I
folks
understand
are
that.
and shit. I'm not gonna be mixed in with the niggas.
Jason, you turn the
And
TV
his
off?
brother Shannon would say, "I call white people niggas too." So don't think that's a. I'm
Okay.
not. I
Yo,
don't want to be
shout out
mixed
to
in with
brother
the
Shannon.
niggas,
He been doing the
man.
damn thing. Shout out to information, man. He was
Salute
just
to
talking about
him,
this a
man.
minute ago. Yeah, all the people, man.
Okay, I
Hey,
sent
she missed it this morning too.
Oh, word. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Salute.
we did the
Salute.
Bell Kings this morning.
Salute. Yeah, definitely did. I was definitely on that work. Let me look for the edition. What you got, T-Ron? Did you send me some of the uncut? What's the name?
I'm sending you now. Hold on.
Okay, copy. So
I
let's
sent
see
you
this.
one. I think I sent you one uncut from
Okay,
Daily.
because we're gonna look at it. We're gonna piece it together. We're gonna have to piece it together. I do have it on the phone. Let me actually try to send this to my. You know what?
I
Well,
got
this
one from the
thing.
beginning too. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Because of course
All right. Let
everybody
me
got the
pull it
clips
up right
afterwards.
here.
The having it from the intro before everything,
Let
I
me
think
check
was
it out.
pretty
Let's check it
essential in
out.
my opinion.
Sent you one by
Yeah.
text.
I should have had that. Yeah, I should have had that. No, could you put it in the okay, so all right, by text. Okay, so now let me forward it to the hold on. That has to be forwarded to the this sounds so raggedy and what's the name? You like y'all talking
Like
all
I
this
said, I
shit
got one if
and
y'all
ain't
need
have
it. I got
nothing
one if y'all
ready
need it.
to play. We was talking all this shit and I didn't even have
I got
anything to
one ready if
play.
y'all want me to. I got one ready.
Well, shit, let's go, nigga. Let's go.
Let me see what we got.
We can play that
Let me
while
take
I'm
it
looking
from
for
there.
something else also. So
I
you can
sent
put
you.
it in thingy.
Yeah, I will. And I'm gonna do it like this. This is gonna be from the straight beginning. Well, a lot of people who have any curiosity. This is a clip from somebody else. It is pretty
Copy.
lengthy, but I will show you
No,
what
we
I
want to
got.
see we want to see we want to see that too because that was the issue
Yeah.
because everybody was sending the shit on the phone and I didn't have time to transfer. But I'm gonna do that as we speak. But just
Okay, I'm
generally
not Jason.
speaking.
Hold on.
I sent you
Let me
two.
take.
Ace World.
All right, cool. So that I didn't want to be operating all these boards and shit at one time. So now I gotta take this, send this some fucking where else, and hold on. All right. Yeah, this means nothing. Yeah, I got. Hold on.
Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. If you got it on the computer, just send it and I'll pull it up. I'll just pull it up. He said, "Dude, swimming." Oh man. Let's see. No.
Save it.
Birthday party?
No,
But that was me at dodgeball.
I know that wasn't that.
Okay, this is at the point where
In the private chat, I don't know if it came up with the link or not. Other than that, I could just screen share it.
No, the
Okay.
nah, just screen share it. You can put it. Just throw it up. Yeah, just share it to me and I'll just pull it up like that. Because for me to be on the phone and trying to send it here and pull it back up over there, that's a little complicated right now. So like this. I'm gonna just do this. In the meanwhile, I'm just gonna play anything.
It's ready now. Hang on.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna just play this in the
where we're
meanwhile.
at, and then Mr. Much, roll with it there.
Let's see. You gotta big it up though. Big it up, Tony D.
Over there to move that black pontoon boat.
Increase the square. Like bring your screen up to larger.
There, we're told not to leave it there, and they left it there.
Yeah, I can't do it either from my time.
All right, don't worry. Let me see what else we got.
That's funny. Check matters into his own hands. I love it.
What's up, Ted?
I hope the police give him a big old ticket.
Big Ted Hicks in the building. What's good, Ted? What's good? Do me a favor. Put a link in the chat. Do me a favor here, because we can't see this. This is a little too small to see. So what we're gonna do is this. All right. Do me a favor. Perfect timing.
Look at the top. You see
Ted,
the
if you
Instagram
could
page
send
that
me
it's on.
the if you could
Look at the top. You see the Instagram page that it's on.
Okay, but I can't do that right now. Is what I'm trying to say. So we're
Gotcha.
getting all this, but these are things that I can't do at this point right now. So
Jumping
what
on
I'm going
it
to
right
do is
now.
I'm going to do this. Hold on, I'm just going to do it like
Jumping on it right now.
nah. Hold on, let's do it like this. We're going to share.
I'm gonna open up
what
the.
I had over here. So let's go to present again. Ted, do me a favor. Drop in a link the extended video clip that you had sent to me on the phone if possible, because I can't do all this technical multicasting and multi-broadcasting and multitasking shit all at one time. But I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna present what I was
I
gonna
just put it in
present
the
from the
private chat,
beginning.
bro. Just put it in the private chat. My bad.
That's a link, or
Yeah.
it's a
That's the
direct link.
of the video I had. That's the link of the video I had.
Direct link. Let's see now. Can we bring this up to maximum? Let's see. Let's share it. Oh no, you can't bring this up to maximum. I'm trying to because I don't know how to maximize the Instagram. It's gonna be too small again. I wanted to get a full size, but everybody in the world has seen it at this point. So let's talk about it right now. Then, if that's the case, we'll watch the news article and we'll go into it.
Joe Budden's podcast got it live. Hold on. From what I saw,
we're
ladies,
gonna go
it
present.
came to my man needed to move his boat, so the main boat could be there. And there was a little bit of an argument. Then I guess it looked like it was getting ready to get down to a shouting match. Dude decided he
That's
wanted
been
to
circulating all over social media and different news outlets. She joins us now to talk more about what she saw.
Yo,
Video that has gone viral. Take a look at your screen right there. 3 men now charged after a brawl captured on camera along the riverfront in Montgomery, Alabama. It happened Saturday as police say a group of white men attacked a black dock worker. At a news conference, Montgomery's police chief Tuesday announcing assault charges against 3 men and said more charges here are expected. Krista Owen witnessed the attack and took this video that's been circulating all over social media and different news outlets. She joins us now to talk more about what she saw. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
My pleasure.
So first off,
So basically, we don't care what she saw because she wasn't there. So that means Jack Diddley squat at this point. But basically, so let's talk about it. Who's in the right? Who's in the wrong here? T. Ronnie, do you care to start?
Who is wrong and strong? Because I had a discussion with a friend about this, and who was wrong? Let's just start from the beginning. Who was wrong were the people in the paddle boat. Clear. It's
That
clear.
was a paddle boat?
The paddle boat, not the big boat, not the river boat, the paddle boat. That's how I feel.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, he asked me who's wrong. I mean, do y'all have an opinion on who's wrong? Because
The paddle boat. All I remember was the pontoon boat. They needed them to move so the main boat come in. Okay, cool.
the pontoon boat, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Because the paddle boat's the one you sit down and use your feet to move it. You know, I see a lot of things. You do this for a little bit. I'm sorry. Now, I know, Jason. I went to the video when I first saw it. I saw the talk, saw the argument, and when they just showed dude clock him, I was like, okay, see, he asked for it. They about to brawl. Now the second dude that came and hit him, I was like, now it's about to be on and popping. On top, above them, you'll see a guy on a banister in a blue shirt. I saw when he looked down, he was about to run down there. I said, yeah, the fleet about to come now. This is the kicker to me. There's actually a part when that fight started. When they had him on the ground, about 3 or 4 of them jumped on him. There was a white dude that came and tried to break it up, and they pushed his ass out the way. I was like, see, now they asking for it. They all through. So when the fleet came down and knocked them all over the place and beat them up, and everybody like, we need to arrest this, we need to arrest that. Y'all need to arrest those original people and leave everybody else the hell alone. Because a lot of people was going to try to break it up until folks started swinging. And God knows, I will go ahead and say this. A lot of people need to be lucky. A bunch of them didn't wind up in that water because we'd have had some drowned folks as well.
We had a few people went over the top.
Yeah, but they ain't nobody drowned. I'm kind of grateful because if that fight would have went in the water, it would have been a damn mess. It would have been an absolute mess.
You had a few overboards. Let's see. Let me try to find a few of the overboard clips. Let's see anybody.
The girl got thrown overboard. That was for sure.
I've seen a couple of deep sixes.
Deep sixes.
I call that the deep six when somebody just goes overboard.
Plus the lady over the head, he's gonna need the biggest GoFundMe.
Where's the long footage? Yeah, yo, Ted, do me a favor, Ted. If you're near the what's the name? Drop the link with the long clip in it. That was a long clip. It was a link to Twitter actually that had the entire thing. So if you have that available, the one that you forwarded to me, could you drop that in the chat just in case? If
you are absolutely right. They are disabling the video everywhere.
Yeah, they're taking the video down.
Taking it away, right? Damn it. Oh man. Come on, man.
I'm trying to find the even like the separate one, which was with the chair. And it says, it's even CNN saying you can't play it. You can't play it.
I got one right now. Hang on, I'm about to give it to you right now, Smoke. Check the
man, not the disabled.
check your share screen real quick. I got a live video pull up.
Oh man, not the disabled. Yeah, go for it, man. Let it rock and roll. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, let it roll. Okay.
Let it roll. This is the beginning. Yep.
And he still didn't move his boat. Still didn't move his boat. Clapping his hand. He's like,
he hit him first.
No shit.
And look how he was doing. The girl was trying to like, listen, get off of me. He was pushing him like he on the hit him. Another dude jumped in. He's down.
Like an old school KKK. We see clearly.
You see over on the blue shirt.
Yeah. He like, yo, what?
And everybody want to make this racial. Let me throw this out there too, because I'll be the controversial one. Everybody wants to make this racial. A white dude tried to stop their stupid asses. This was not racial. This was ignorance. This was arrogance, and people wanted to throw alcohol in it. I'm good with that. I threw the racial out the window. When a white dude jumped in there and tried to stop it, they were like, nah, get the hell out of here. Now you on your own. I'm going to keep it going off of that aspect right there. Here come the brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you don't come in. It's still 2 against 10, so you don't come in swinging. You try to break it up.
Man.
Oh man.
Get up there, young buck. Get up there, young buck. Get up there, young buck.
Lit.
I put in the private chat the chair is. Go Aquaman.
We got action, baby. He better do that. Arrest that.
So I had a friend say, "Oh, that they were hyping it up." Oh, so all that was they hyped it up. The people on the boat.
Well, tell me, in the middle of that, can you hear that? You can't hear it from on that doc, I can't hear what this bitch is saying from the other side of the water. The people that are close to the fight, yeah, but somebody all the way that far, she ain't hyping up shit but herself. I'm just saying, she's so far away. Like, think about how far we can't hear her,
Right.
but there were people above it from different angles that were hyping it up
Right.
like her.
It's there.
Everybody, yeah, that were on that side, they were getting it popping. Like they were, but it was gangster though. Go ahead, Tony. What were you saying? Like, keep it gangster though.
I will. Most of the videos that I've seen have been distant. I haven't seen too many close-ups that showed the whole thing. Like I said, I wanted to show it from this entire report.
I put one in the private chat. The CNN
close-ups.
When you stop this, put yours up.
Nah, keep it on deck, Tony D. Keep it on deck. Hold on. Keep that on deck. Let's watch yours out. And then get a different angle.
It might at the end. It might show.
Did you see him take off in that water? Your boy gonna go get it. Yeah. Hey, your boy gonna go get it. No, don't stop him now.
Oh man, now it's don't stop it now. Yeah, she got a cheap phone too. Like zoom in, like damn, you got like a 3-time zoom.
Look at that. This is.
There you go. Work them boys.
To get right. I'm so.
Like nigga, whoever's recording this, why you keep going further away? Like keep it zoomed in. He got hit with the rock bottom, like on wrestling. You know that thing when they pick you up and slam you? He caught the rock bottom right there.
No, he.
So this is just round one.
This was round one. It's 3 rounds.
Yeah.
That was just round one. Like I said, you got to show it from its entirety, honestly.
Yeah, that was round one, but that was the first. Yeah, that was the beginning though. That was from the beginning. That was round one. Like they were saying in the theater. That was act one. That's act one. Let's see what else we got here.
Co-workers like that.
This is lit.
High five. Let's just, if you, like you said, Tony D, if we take race out of it, let's just take race out of it. And guess what? They still. I don't care who's taking it up. I don't care who's doing what. You can imagine me doing my job and somebody. I get situations that are very dangerous. That's very dangerous, right? Like, come at you. This ain't supposed to be that dangerous. They waited 45 minutes. They gave them time. Because if it was anybody else, those black people was in the pontoon boat, it would have been arrested 45 minutes.
And ain't nobody get a.
All right, you got next, lady. Let's play yours. That was a distant shot, and I will apologize if it's.
Nah, it don't matter. It's better than nothing. Nah,
you didn't even see part two, like you said. There's another.
Nah, we're gonna try to get a little more out of it, even though it's old news and the world's seen it. But still, we going over this shit right here. So let me see. Let me present this right here. Let's
your job is to take a swing at you. You're not supposed to do anything. Somebody like, I don't know.
He's supposed to get jumped.
He's supposed to defend himself.
That's how I feel about teachers, right? Because like these students go into the school and they start swinging on the teacher. You can't touch them because once you touch them, you get fired. But what's your natural instinct? It's to protect your body.
And these kids shouldn't be hitting. These kids shouldn't be hitting teachers.
So it's like, what are you supposed to do? Like
Charlie, be outside. You actually got the very beginning in its entirety, which is one thing I wanted to make sure anybody that I was with had a chance to see. That was the beginning before all the other clips. That was how it all started. Everything else came afterwards. Go ahead, please.
So here you go. Here you can get Act 3 right here.
Exactly.
No.
Where's Act 2? Where's Act 2 first? There's one
Okay, let me
before that.
find that too.
I think there's some before that, Ace, just so you know.
I don't know, but we just ready to roll. Fuck it. We going
Okay.
random. We wasted so much time trying to find shit. It's like let that shit rock.
You should have told me. I would have found it behind the
It don't
scenes.
matter. No, it don't matter. It
Well,
don't
they
matter.
took them down. Even if you would have found it, they were taking a lot of those videos down.
Exactly. So it don't even matter. Like this may not even
A lot
play
of people,
for
a
all
lot
the
of people
fuck we
talking
know.
about the man wielding a folding chair during the brawl. Important to note that he is being put in restraints by an officer at one point doing this. And you said today you're still looking to speak with him. Why?
Well, we've identified him, and we know that based on what we know now with that the chair incident, that we need to interview him, and we need to continue our investigation in regards to what happened with that chair. You know, where that leads
They're not
us,
showing an
it'll be
action,
determined when
him
that
in
individual comes
action.
forward.
Okay, I
We've
thought they were going
appealed
to
to
show
that
him in
individual
action
through the media to reach
I
out
wanna
to the Montgomery
watch
Police
this nigga.
Department so we can have that discussion.
Yeah, this nigga didn't show. Yeah, he didn't show the actual.
Yeah, it's very hard to
All
find
that
a lot
stuff
of the
is
old
fine.
clips.
Yeah,
They
you
took a
can't
bunch
find
of
that
them
no
down.
more. Yeah, that's
they,
a wrap.
they
It's,
took a
it's
bunch of them
over.
down.
Yeah, it's a wrap. But that was live though.
You
I don't
wanna
know why they would
see
take
the
that shit
second
down.
one?
That's so fucking. That's so selfish of them.
Because if you ever go to court, a lot of the videos can be tampered. Any evidence that's out there before court can't necessarily be used, and this may be inadmissible. What we got right now, the second one after that was when they went down to the boat and they almost chased the
Oh,
family
man.
onto the boat before the chair swinging came down. That was going to be number 2 if I would tell you that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they took it down. I guess off Twitter because I had the whole thing at one time. It was the whole film.
Because I couldn't find them on YouTube at all during the
You
week.
can't think it no more though. Yeah, it looks like they're all chopped up, chopped and screwed and taken down. Only thing they're allowing, from what it looks like, is just what's on those bullshit ass Channel 2 news. I'm
And
just using
clips.
Channel 2 as an
Exactly.
example. Yeah, well, it's hard to get a straight run. Unless actually, shit, I should have downloaded it when I had the opportunity.
Which would have been all of us, all
Yeah,
jokes
but
aside. So
whatever. It doesn't matter though. It's entertainment. We all seen it for the most part. If you didn't see it, fuck it. Too late. Too late, Jack. But it was a good idea. But yeah, the shit was wild.
What was your opinion on this whole thing? Yeah.
My opinion is you should have shot the fair one. As in the guy should have just walked one on one. If you feel that you're gonna fight the nigga one on one, man. That's what I say. You wanna your boys wanna stop, your boys wanna come in, and then then you got the lady, she jumped in. She man, you got a couple of chicks, couple of Karens jumped in, got their ass whooped up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Start screen recording. Yeah, you're right, Random Rick. Yeah, next time. But it was on the phone and I thought about it after the fact. But I didn't really care. I was just like, yeah, I didn't think about it like on the later end.
So
I was
like,
just like, wow, this is funny, but it is what it is. But yeah, but I just say a one-on-one would have been more respectable. It would have just been a fight. You know what I'm saying? And whoever won, and whoever lost. You still would have had to move the boat. It's still at some point, like it wouldn't have made a difference.
now your
At
boat
least you can say, all right, I whooped your ass. Now I'll move the boat now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what, but instead of that whole big thing going down, which was live though, it was good for entertainment purposes. It got the little 5 minutes of fame. You know what I'm saying? A few people.
Heavy press.
How police still looking for the guy? We're still looking for him. Didn't they just have the nigga detained on the deck?
No, that was
that was the fake security. What was that or what? What are we saying?
They do have him.
Okay. So why was the guy on there talking about we looking for him?
That was old. That was like 2 days ago.
Oh, that was before they found
Those
him.
old, yeah, those are old police videos.
'Cause I'm like, why are you still looking for him and you had him from? But why would you? What I'm saying is, listen, it looked like he was detained at the time of the fight. So why would you be on TV anytime after that looking for this guy? Like they detained him after he hit them, then they freed him. Why would you be quote unquote looking for him?
They
And at
detained
the
a
fight,
couple
they
of
have
people.
him on the floor.
Right. They detained a couple of people immediately afterwards. I think they got a majority of that family immediately afterwards. They were mainly looking for my man that had the chair.
That's
was
not who
going
they
to
had on the
be-
floor.
They had him in the first place. They was also saying that they were looking for another guy.
a
And I'm
fucking
like,
train
I
wreck.
was confused too. I know exactly what you're saying. I was confused too. The dude that had the chair to hit that woman, he gonna need the biggest largest GoFundMe ever. Because he gonna get you bust a woman over the head with a chair.
He did, and she was like, she's like the sister of the mayor friend chairman. She's like
Yeah, but when you review the tape, we see this bitch throwing punches too. So I don't give a fuck if
No,
she's
she
the
was.
sister of the mayor or the whoever the fuck. This bitch jumped in and started trying to punch grown ass men. So before those two girls jumped on her and gave her ass the business, I don't know
Which
if
they
you
did.
saw that. Those two
Yeah.
chicks jumped on it and they worked the shit out of her big ass. And yeah, that's what happens. What you jumping in there, punching on grown men for? Stupid. Men and women are equal, right? Okay, take that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here,
Hold
stupid.
that chair. Hold
So you gotta take that L. And he didn't even hit her hard because when you watch the video, and this is why half of that shit be capped, because when you watch the video, she popped right back up after she got hit with the chair. She jumped right back up. Not even 2 minutes
He gonna
later,
make
she
me-
was right back on her feet.
He gonna
She
make
was
me
no
find this
little lady.
video
She
now.
was a
He gonna
big
make
ass
me find it
granny.
now.
He
He gonna make
I
me
watched
find it
it.
now. This damn
I
thing.
watched it because when I
saw
was
it too.
reviewing it, I said, "Well, how did she get up so fucking fast?" I said, "That must have been a fake chair, like on wrestling, because there's no fucking way." But I looked at her. I said, "She's big. Like she wasn't like a little lady. You talk about the lady with the red fucking sundress. Damn right, she was big." And she got hit over the head with the chair, and she got right the fuck back up, just like it was nothing. Like she was one of the Dudley boys.
Said Dudley boys.
And one of the guys, all right? That's good.
Oh man.
But she got beat up
Cats are
too. Remember, she got punched out by like two different girls. I don't know if you
Yes, she
saw
did.
that. She
Yes.
Yeah, that was before she got hit with the chair, but she still got up. Because you're getting hit doesn't mean number one, you're getting hit hard. Number two, remember, some people you see on video, oh man, it may not have been the hardest punches, number one and two, and the hardest kicks, because she was getting work on the boardwalk before the chair came in. You know what I'm saying? They was on her. Remember, they was on her. Two chicks was on her. They was working her, but they may not have been hitting her hard. That's the thing. They look like they getting work in. It's just like on wrestling when they gang up on somebody. It's a bunch of little cheesy cheap shots, like, but it looked good for the camera, right? But when you look at it all, how much work they quote unquote allegedly did, right? Followed by the fact that she got hit with a chair right afterwards, right? And she still jumped right back up.
I got a video
So
in the
how
background if
effective
you
was
want
this
it.
ass whooping?
I got a video in the background if you want it.
Where's your video?
Let's see what we got here.
Hit play. Yeah, let's see what we got. Oh, this is Act 2 right here, Tony D. There you go.
Yeah, Act 2. Look at that.
They go skip over to the boat. Like, nigga, come on, man. We got some unfinished beef.
Where the audio
Take
is.
that. Look at Karen in the light blue dress jump out of the boat to go over there and get rocked. Boom. Boom, pop, bang,
Bum rush.
bang.
Hold that.
Yeah, as Charlie B said, yeah, that chair looked good for the camera, but it wasn't really real. It was like a fucking wrestling chair.
It might have been a wooden chair, not a metal chair.
It looked like the skinny aluminum. Ooh, man
Yep.
overboard.
Yep.
They worked her ass and dumped her right over the water.
Somebody.
Oh man. Now police came, chased them. They tried to come out like, yeah. They came out there and just got worked. Look, this nigga jumped. You see the guy jump over? He jumped in the water. He said,
Jumped
man,
in the water,
them niggas is real. Let me get the fuck up out of here. He jumped in the water. Look at my man working it.
Big old girl
look
in
at
the
red
red.
dress.
Yeah, I
Look,
see her.
she tried to look. She got worked.
See, that's what I'm saying. They were getting
But they not doing hard. But those shits ain't hurting. Look, cause she's kicking back. She's
She
kicking
got bloody.
back.
She bloodied.
Look, she ain't bleeding. She got a red dress on. Look. She got up right away. Nothing. So that shit was weak.
Oh, then she got hit. That's
Again, look, bum rush.
Boom.
Then look, but she jumped right back up again. Oh man, they cut the video. They cut the video to make it seem like it was devastating. She jumped right back up
He
again.
said devastating.
I felt like appearing there at the Simon saying, "Stay down, Craig." God damn. How the fuck
And
did-
I
how
will
does
I
bitch
will
jump
go ahead
right
and say
back
this to
up?
a lot of women. A lot of women like to jump in the fight when there's dudes in there. When you get
Don't
swung
do
on
it,
and y'all want to
man.
cry the victim, don't do that. I understand y'all defend the film. I understand y'all want to help your people out. Some of these dudes don't know how to act. They see y'all, we try to push you away and move you back. You keep on swinging. It ain't on us no more.
Unless you built
Some
like
of y'all
that,
like hitting
bitch. Because she
Some
jumped
of
right
y'all
back
like
up.
hitting us.
This
Some of
bitch
y'all
take-
like hitting us and thinking y'all gonna get away with it. A lot of dudes
This
ain't letting y'all
bitch-
get away with that shit no more.
Oh man, she
And I'll
got
say that.
man, listen. Don't sound like a battered spouse in this motherfucker, Tony D. But I'm just saying, look, check it out. She better be built like that lady in that red sundress if you're gonna be out there swinging with the big boys. You better be a heavyweight like her. You better be able to take that work, keep your legs kicking. Like she kept her legs working the whole time when they was trying to work her down over
Yeah,
there.
she was still
She
kicking.
kept
Yeah.
them legs. She went for her.
She was still kicking. She was still kicking.
No, shout out to everybody for that. The white people, shout out to the black people.
And she had on clean drawers.
I don't know who else is
Salute.
there.
Salute the clean drawers on this sundress.
Salute the clean
Some
drawers.
chicks be going commando. Salute to even having on drawers because some chicks go commando with the sundress in the summertime.
No
You
matter
know
what
I'm
their
saying?
shape. No matter what their shape. You ain't lying.
Yeah, so thank God. Ooh, that day that would have been
She'd have been the highlight reel.
Oh.
She would have took over the fight.
that
She
would have
ain't
been
got no drawers
viral,
on. Damn that fight.
literally and figuratively.
Just keeping it real. Just wanted y'all to see it for yourselves.
Yo,
Good.
salute to the granny panties under the sundress. That was a good look because it could have got crazy. Oh man! So
What happened to the video? They like it's gone now. It's
They're
disappeared.
lifting the video. That was hard for me to find right there. The videos that I had previously, I don't have all of them because it's going to incriminate a lot of folks. A lot of people wanted it taken down so they wouldn't get caught by the police.
that too,
Your
but at
face
the
is
same
up there.
time, man,
They showed-
yeah.
Did you see the Instagram with the guy? He did a
The
TikTok.
Avengers. Did you see the Avengers one? No, that was
I did
crazy.
see
I saw the Avengers. I saw the Avengers one. Yeah.
one with the guy. He said, "Oh, Dag, I didn't think that 65-year-old guy could hit."
I saw a couple of TikToks. I don't remember that one
Face
specifically.
was so he was one of the guys. Allegedly, he was one of the guys who was beat up, and his face is all like swole. His face bloody.
Allegedly.
He said, "I didn't realize that guy could throw a punch. A 65-year-old." He said, "I didn't realize a 65-year-old could throw a punch like that."
Yeah, they're scrubbing the internet. Exactly, Charlie B.
Word, Charlie. Word.
They're scrubbing
Man.
it. They're scrubbing it hard in the paint.
The little boy, the one who swam ashore,
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
He wasn't a little boy. It looked like only a
He
grown
was
ass man
16.
could pull a ladder off.
He was 16. Yeah, he was 16. He was a
Damn, I
co-worker.
thought he was at least 20, 21, 22.
No, he's
Nah.
17. He's 17. They cash app him, like his family and everything. Like they won't, but they've been cash apping him for money for school supplies, for sneakers, like
He's
the
ready to
hood.
go to college. He ready to go to college right now. He ready to go to college. You better graduate, you little knucklehead. Take your ass to school. Get the
Yeah,
hell
let me
out of
let's drop his cash app in the chat so I can bless the God. Good job, man.
His mother
You know what I'm saying? You a
cash app.
motherfucking legend. You a legend in the hood now, man. Drop his cash app. Anybody that does have his cash app, drop it in the chat, even if it's on the
Word.
replay. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's super lit. You gotta love it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta keep it real. Little man
Gotta
went
keep it
in.
real. Let
Little
folks
man
know
went in.
Negroes do swim. We gangster.
Shout out
You
to
know what I'm saying?
Aquaman, the chairman of the board, the whole
Yeah,
all of
man.
Wakanda, everybody. I'm just like, damn.
It was
Y'all
lit.
been
Salute
killing
to
me on the
everybody,
internet, dog.
man.
They've been killing me up there.
Salute to everybody. I put a post on Instagram. It didn't get very many likes. Maybe it was controversial, but it was the Martin Luther King statue with a chair engraved into the bottom of it. Says, "I have a chair" instead of "I
Yeah,
have
I
a
saw
dream."
that.
That was lit.
I saw
Okay.
that. I saw you put that up.
Yeah, hit that like button. God damn it. Keep it real. I didn't see liked by Tony D.
You sure?
I'm fucking with you.
He gonna throw me out there.
I didn't see like by Tony D, so I'm just saying.
Oh,
Thought
my
that would be pretty funny for the group.
Bottom line, move your boat. If you park somewhere you ain't supposed to be, move your car, move your ass, all of that. You might face the whole family. And then the family
Oh,
gonna face the
man.
neighborhood. Then the neighborhood gonna face the community. And you got a whole big old scuffle because you want to be hard headed. Plain and simple.
I say just shoot the 5, nigga. Shoot the 5, man. Shoot the head up. If you feeling that this man is disrespecting you, shoot the head up 1-on-1. The other dude didn't have to jump, man. He didn't start it. The dude that started the whole thing
Was the
not
one-
even a dock worker. The first white boy that jumped in.
Yeah.
You fucked it up.
Yeah, you did. Yep.
Because then all of them was like, all right, we got the nigger. Okay, let's go. Now I can get mine. Because
Man,
they
look.
all wanted to jump, but none of them had the balls to do it. So the first white boy that just said, fuck it, you scared of that nigger? Let me show you. What are you niggers? You scared of this nigger? Come on.
He ain't got no backup. Oops.
So then he ran out there and jumped in, and then the rest of them felt entitled to jump in and get they lick.
The whole
Even the
family,
chick
when y'all,
jumped in. Even the chick
yes,
jumped in and
even the
started
chick jumped in.
laying foot to this
So
nigga.
y'all should have got y'all asses whipped.
No, they did actually.
Strike one was the first person that hit him. Yeah.
They actually
Strike
did.
one was the first person that hit him. Strike two was the second one that hit him. Strike three was when the whole family decided to jump in. Strike four was when y'all pushed somebody off to try to stop y'all. Y'all deserve to get y'all ass whipped. Straight up.
Yo, man.
Straight up. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want y'all to go to jail. Y'all deserve to get y'all ass whipped.
Yeah, that was enough prison. That was street justice
Oh,
right there.
no. It doesn't stop there because they got all their families' names and they own a business and now they're ruining their business. So
Really?
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
They got a family business in one of the small towns.
Let's speak with our wallets, man.
They got a family business that was in a small town. I saw the city. I forgot the name of it. Everybody knew what it was and everything. I heard they like.
So they
It
boycotted
ain't looking
them.
good
So they
for them.
fucked up their bag.
profit-wise.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So they messed up their bag because what happened is they were maybe I won't say powerful, but maybe because they got the little
Entitled.
business, they were entitled. They felt influential. Like where are the so? You remember Little House on the Prairie? Like we own the penny store, motherfucker. Like they had that little punk ass little store. So they may have felt like they got the store in a one horse town and shit near the shit.
Like we own the
Like,
doc.
hey, that's the so and so's. Like, nigga, he probably came over to that black dude and said that shit. Like, nigga, you don't know who we are. We're the
I don't know if they'll do
Smuckers
that.
brothers.
Maybe.
Because you don't know what they said. Like you said, you wanted to know what the
I wanted to know
conversation
the
was.
conversation.
And he
Absolutely.
probably said, well, where are the so and so's is? And he probably said, I don't shop in that hole in the wall any fucking way. Take your boat and go fuck yourself. That's probably what he said. And the white boy turned red. And next thing you know, it was on him popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know how that shit popped off. We'll never hear the audio. It'll just be his word versus the other guy's word as far as
And I've seen
the
there's a lot of
initial
interviews on how
conversation.
it started. There's a lot of interviews. The captain of the boat was trying to tell him to stop because he couldn't do nothing to help out his first mate. The dude actually worked on the boat. So that initial audio is what I was looking for more than anything. I think that would explain a lot. We already see the results, but most people want to see the result of something. They want to see how the situation goes down, but nobody talks about how shit started in the first place. And when you go to court, the first thing a judge asks you is, how do we get here?
Yeah.
You want to hear
God
both
damn
sides
it.
of the story, and most people don't want to hear both sides of the story. That's why it's raving so hard on the internet. Jazzy P, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up, sis? Jazzy P in the building. What it do? What it do? Oh man, that was so crazy. But I could just say justice prevailed. As you can see, Jazzy P, this segment of the show, we're on segment number 2. We're talking about the Pier 6 brawl.
The Montgomery Brawl.
The Pier 6. Remember they used to call that shit Pier 6 back in the day?
Pier 6, the store.
Yeah, facts. Damn, if you like to jump on or something like that, there's a link in the chat a little further back. Let me see how I could maybe possibly repost it. I don't know, but it's crazy. Salute, thanks for coming through.
It was recorded on all angles because a lot of people are just looking at this. And like I said, I've had a little argument with, not an argument, but discussion with my friend because my
It's
friend
open debate.
They were amping it up, and this is why it kind of happened because people were amping it up. And I'm like, but wait a minute, you're not even thinking about why it even started. People were on the boat for waiting to dock for 40 minutes. If you're on a flight and you're sitting in the plane for 40 minutes, you're gonna get agitated. Okay, so they were waiting for them. They gave them as much professional courtesy as they could.
Can we talk about the people that sat in the airport for 4 or 5 hours on the plane and they wouldn't let them get off? Did you see that story?
No, but we can jump on that next if we pull it up. But
that was in LaGuardia, I
that's
believe,
crazy.
recently, about a week or two ago. People were stuck on the plane because a lot of flights were delayed.
Because of the storm.
Yeah, because of the storm. Yeah, people stuck on the plane 4 or 5 hours.
Did you? Well, if y'all gonna talk about that, then I want to table my discussion for next week.
No, you go
No,
first.
no,
You
no,
go
no.
first.
Nah, say what you were saying.
No.
No,
It's a different
continue.
discussion, but
Continue.
about the
We all
two
over.
black men that were tortured. Did you see this? There were two
No.
black men that were tortured by 5 white police officers. Did you guys see this? It's on CNN.
No.
Pull it up. Drop that joint in the link.
Let me see what we got here.
Drop it. When did this happen? Drop that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let me go to it because that.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We've been really talking about that, and I'm like, yo, this thing is so freaking disgusting.
because the Pier 6 still had so much what's the name behind it?
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Wait about. Hold on. Let me
Go ahead. Why you
No. Go ahead. No, T, only do your thing. I was hold on. I had just charged my mouse. My mouse was dead for a second. Let me drop this link right here. Where did this happen? Where did this
bringing it
Mississippi. Mississippi.
Mississippi? Okay, you got the link in the
Jason.
chat, Jazzy, just in case you want to jump on. But
Mhm.
check it out. Mississippi, holy shit.
Mhm.
And this happened what day?
This happened in January, okay? But they just now.
Oh man, I thought this was fresh.
No. Hold on. It is fresh because they're just now going to court about this.
Yeah,
On the
it should
evening
take
of
time
January
though. Yeah, it should
24th,
take time.
on the evening of
Yeah, I
January
thought it just
24th, three
happened. I was
sheriff
like,
deputies in Rankin County, Mississippi, received a group text message from another deputy on the same shift. Are y'all available for a mission? Oh wow!
Video.
you
But
got it? Yeah, pull that shit up.
yeah.
Let's vibe.
Yes, it's a
Let's see
video.
in the chat. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we got here.
This is, I mean, yes, the Alabama brawl was big, right? Like I get that. But
No, I
this,
thought it happened in the same week. That's what I was saying. I thought that the Alabama thing was getting more traction
it is.
because I'm just saying. Listen to this. Time out. What I'm saying is, since you said, did you hear about the black guys getting tortured? And I said no. I said maybe because the Alabama's getting so much traction. I'm saying I guess that the court case is back up for trial and now it's finally hitting the court, but the Alabama is still getting traction. But I was under the impression that this must have just happened also.
Yes.
And I'm like, we didn't hear about this just happening. It's just getting to court, but this happened in January, correct?
Yes.
Just wanted to be clear. Okay. So that's why we all right. Now, I just wanted to clear everything up. I'm sorry about that. But now let's try to broadcast this shit. Let's see. Let's bring it up. Let's see what we got here. All right. Just wanted to be clear because I was confused. Like, we we lost it there for 1 second, or I lost myself here. Hold on. So let's present. Share the screen. Let's go. This is sensitive video. This is is it sensitive? No, this is not the same one. Hold on. No. Hold on. That's the wrong one.
I don't know if it's sensitive.
No. This is not it. Tasers, torch, and torments. Is that it? Tasers, torch. Yeah, this is it. Here we go. Got you.
I think that's the one I was just reading to. That's the first one that pops up. I think it was CNN. Yeah.
6 white former law enforcement officers have pleaded guilty to charges related to the torture of 2 black men. CNN's Ryan Young reports on the unthinkable violence that unfolded just this year in Mississippi. And a warning, this story contains graphic content.
They became the criminals they swore to protect us from.
They allegedly call themselves the Goon Squad, a group of 6 white former Mississippi law enforcement officers giving themselves that moniker because of their alleged willingness to use excessive force and not to report. Now they pleaded guilty to federal charges related to an assault that, according to a charging document, included nearly 2 hours of torture, physical, racist, and sexual abuse on 2 black men after a white neighbor complained. Several black males had been staying at the property and the neighbor had observed suspicious behavior. The officer who received the complaint directed an investigator to take care of it. On January 24th, 6 law enforcement officers entered victims Eddie Parker and Michael Jacobs' home without a warrant.
Handcuffing the victims behind their backs and using racial slurs and derogatory language when yelling at the victims, discharging a firearm in order to scare and intimidate the victims, holding them down and pouring cooking oil, milk, alcohol, and chocolate syrup on their face into their mouths, forcing them to painfully and involuntarily ingest those liquids, striking one of the victims with objects including a metal sword, a piece of wood, and a wooden kitchen implement, kicking one of the victims in the ribs, tasing the victims dozens of times with department-issued tasers, and stealing personal belongings from the house.
It ended with Jenkins getting shot in the mouth, the bullet lacerating his tongue, breaking his jaw, and exiting out of his neck. For months, There was a lot of doubt about the official account of what
Oh,
took place.
they're gonna be rich.
The Mississippi Department of Public Safety releasing a statement the day after
That's
the
not the
incident
way,
saying
though.
only the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is investigating an officer-involved shooting, but that didn't encapsulate the horror. In July, I spoke to Parker, Jenkins, and Jenkins' mother and toured the home where the crimes occurred.
I crawled here to this spot, and they started beating me here and tasing me. As you can see, blood spots and all. And my blood spots there.
Jenkins' injuries make it difficult for him to speak.
I'm embarrassed.
Has anyone from the department ever reached out to you and apologized? Have they ever asked for anything at all?
Rankin County Sheriff Ryan Bailey spoke at a press conference about the incident in late June.
I believe in my heart that this department remains one of the best departments in our state, and I'm committed to doing everything in my power to keep this department on a correct path moving forward.
Yesterday, he issued an apology and said he didn't fully understand the gravity of the crimes committed until recently. Federal authorities began their review in February. They, along with the state of Mississippi, were able to secure guilty pleas of all accused.
Not only did they brazenly commit these acts, but after inflicting serious bodily injury by firing a shot through one of the victim's mouths, they left him lying in a pool of blood. Gathered on the porch of the house to discuss how to cover it up. What disregard for life.
A life that will never be the same for either of these two men.
Life won't be the same because you're gonna be richer than a motherfucker after that ass kicking. Good Lord. Oh man.
So apparently
That's brutal.
They tortured these guys and sent them to, and then sent them to jail, and then said that the reason why they shot this dude was because he was coming at them, so it was defense, So they
But
knew
you in the house
before-
without a warrant, so how? Like,
They knew-
yeah, you're an intruder in my house. That's why I'm coming at you. Mhm.
So they were coming in. One of the white neighbors said that they were in the house. They knew to go into the house in a specific way to not have the cameras. Like the whole thing was very manipulated very well. They knew the story. They said, "Don't beat up the face." All right,
But shoot him in the mouth. Don't punch him in the face, but shoot him in the mouth.
because
so that one went left.
because then he
Yeah.
could say it was self-defense.
Yeah.
So that then they made up the story. They figured it out. They came out. When they filed the paperwork saying this is what happened. They were drug dealers. They filed it up to the state level. Okay. So it was, I'm feeling bad for these two guys, not just because they were doing this, but because they were trying to get a voice to listen to them, to say, this is what occurred with us. And nobody would believe them. Nobody took it seriously.
Yeah, because I mean, police is supposed to be the authority, right?
Yes.
So generally, they're assuming that the police were filing legitimate report.
Yes.
So of course they listen to the police, who are white guys. You could hear the clear. I mean, in those states down south, there's still a little maybe racial undertones that can be gotten away with to a little more of an extent. You know what I mean? It's demonstrated here for a while. They was able to suppress the stuff, but I'm glad it came out, and they just admitted they got guilty pleas. Like, yeah, fuck. Yo, Jimmy, they got us. Bobby Lee, come on out. They got us, man. So salute to Jimmy and Bobby Lee for keeping it a band and just guilty, man.
So
pay them niggers out of your tax money. So let's do it.
They were saying like the Alabama thing, and let's say something like this. How it kind of, I'm piggybacking off of what you just said because of the undertone of just us at being African Americans or Black, just being Black down south is generally discriminatory already. We're guilty until proven innocent, right? So that's why the Alabama thing felt like a righteousness. And I think that's why they took, think about Alabama and the history of Alabama in itself.
Agreed.
apartments and everything like that.
Without question. Without question.
It was just like, oh my God, we finally got something. It was like a rush. And that's the problem, the energy. So sorry, white people. The energy of Alabama is going to be there for a while. It's like we finally got one, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm making it up. Sorry.
No, you ain't making it up.
You're not, because I thought about that too. Go ahead, Tony D.
No, I agree with her 100%. It felt like we finally got a chance to go back and we got tired of the bullshit. You want to know why black folks celebrating? Y'all saw white folks jump there, dude. The hell you expect? Because even in reverse, you all will be celebrating. I've seen white people celebrating this as well because they saw how wrong it was outside of the race aspect. Outside of the race aspect, you saw somebody getting jumped. You saw somebody try to stop it. You saw the man get hit by two different dudes and he ain't strike or throw a blow at neither one of them. They was in the wrong. And then they going to jump all over him. Nah, y'all call it what y'all want. You saw it for yourselves. Straight up. It felt like revenge. It felt like justice. It felt like it's about time. We need to go ahead and get this shit over with because we tired of it. More stuff is happening to black folks, and I'm going to go ahead and be biased with the black folks aspect. More shit is happening to us that some of y'all are getting away with. And we finally going to take some revenge for it.
Now,
you just saw what happened in January in Mississippi. She just showed it to you.
Yeah.
He got shot in the mouth. They got tied down. The cops knew how to do it legally, and they still waiting on justice 6-7 months later. Yeah, we
But how does this happen? I don't care what kind of paperwork they filed. No warrant. Right there, that should be a red flag. Why are you in the crib with no warrant?
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, on private property with no warrant. What are you doing in his house? He's a drug dealer, man, and he's this and the nigger that and all of that. But like, where's the fucking warrant? Why are you inside of his house?
Nobody questioned the reason.
Why are you inside the crib?
It wasn't his house. It was not his house. He was house sitting. He's taking care of a person that lives there.
There's no warrant.
There's no warrant.
No warrant.
Why was it? They should have known from jump at the paperwork you weren't supposed to be there.
Word. What are you doing there with no warrant? He's a drug dealer. So what you seen a live drug deal go down? You followed him back to the stash house to make the arrest. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand. Still, all right. Well, you're supposed to get there. You're supposed to call it in. Hey, man, we need a quick on the fly. We need a quick warrant. We just seen something, but there's no warrant. There's no nothing. Like, what are you doing in the joint?
Dead ass wrong. Yep, they dead ass wrong. Period.
You know what I'm saying? No probable cause. Like, fuck you talking about? Like Charlie B say, no probable cause. Not because no probable cause, nigga. You need a warrant. So that's crazy.
Now I will say, black people, this don't give you right to go clubbing white people up on the side of the head with chairs just because they looked at you sideways. Don't take it as free reign. Okay, let's keep the Alabama boat brawl pure. Okay, making purses as chairs. They got yoga classes chairs. They got cupcakes as chairs. You can't just be clubbing people with chairs. Okay, because you
going to jail.
You might have a thing you toss a hat. Nobody gonna come and help you. You're gonna get your butt whipped. Okay, so just chill, right? Like, we know this happened. Let's keep it pure.
It was lit. Salute to the chair. That was lit. Like I say, it wasn't even. It was like a wrestling chair because, like I say, she got right back up, so it wasn't real. And then the still. Remember, somebody had one. There was a still of the chair, and like on wrestling, where the guy puts his hands between the chair and the head. The guy already had his hands up, so that shit was. This may have been a WWE publicity stunt.
I don't care what you
the
say.
Next generation of.
That's not real. He is not real.
Yo, oh man, salute to the chair. Charlie B was saying.
The lady on the plane.
Yeah, that motherfucker is not real. I don't care what you say.
She went off.
Facts. Yeah, man. So she saw something. I saw the chair wasn't real. The chair was a prop, but it was still lit. It was still lit. But the lady didn't sell it. That's what they call this wrestling terminology. You got to sell the chair shot. She didn't sell the chair shot, man.
No, but she's supposed to sell it.
You gotta lay down longer and pretend you're hurt. That's what selling it is. That's what they mean by selling it. Not literally selling it. Oh man, this is.
I don't know. I just didn't know what.
Yeah. This is wrestling, behind the scenes wrestling terminology.
My
Because
neck.
it is staged, allegedly staged, and they call it selling. So if
Got
Tony B hits me with a fake punch, I'm supposed to sell it. me selling it is pretending, oh shit, Tony D, I'm hurt. You know, so she didn't sell the chair shots. Okay. She got right back up. I'm like, Mom, you're not selling nothing this whole match. And Charlie V said her name is Big Bounce Back. The Big Bounce Back. She was definitely on some Mount Fiji from Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Remember that back in the days, Glow? She was definitely on some Mount Fiji shit. She took mad work from them two skinny chicks, and she just got right back up. Then she got hit with the chair. She got back up. Homeboy hit her with the clothesline, knocked her back down. Just as she about to get back up, she gets hit with the chair, and she gets right back up. Like, you didn't sell a single one. She didn't sell shit.
He said Mount Fiji.
Leave that thing alone. She took a chair.
No, I mean, but she didn't sell it, man. So it didn't, you know what I'm saying? She didn't sell it.
She took him more than the dude that she was with. He took the chair. He was like, oh, on the floor, right? Like he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, he sold it. She didn't sell it. That was you know,
This
whatever.
fool said
I'm
big
neither
bounce
here nor
back.
there. The Big Bounce Back. That shit was kind of ill. Like, she didn't sell it. You gotta be trying to pull this shit back up again. Like, to show you like she didn't sell it.
God.
Like,
I need an ambulance, right? Like she's supposed to be
yeah, she didn't even sell that
big
joint,
bounce back.
man.
like,
She didn't sell it. Hold on, where's the joint at? Selection video. Here's how it started. No, it didn't. No, that was. Oh man, I already took it down. Yeah. She didn't sell it. I wanted to review this in slow motion. How she didn't sell it. And then you got the other guy with his damn hands up already. The still, when you look at the still frames, they make it look suspect. He got his hands up already while the chair is coming down, and he sold it. He sold it. She didn't even put her hands up. She just straight up ate it. Ate that. And then just jumped right back up.
I wonder why that other guy jumped in the water. I never seen that angle before where he jumped in the water.
Because he wanted a piece of that ass. He wanted a piece of that action. The young kid, number one, he wanted the. Oh, you talk about the one that hold ass because ass was getting kicked. Because he took a few rights and a left, and he said, "I'm out." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "I'm good, man. Like, them niggas throw down. Like, salute to them niggas." Like, you know, because remember, they came out from under the bridge. Him and his other dude came out from under the bridge when the police or the security guards came. They came out like, "Yeah, nigga, what?" When the police came. But they didn't realize that they was going to say, "Fuck the police. What, nigga?" And turn around and rush them.
Yeah.
So they started
They did
catching
not realize that. I agree with that.
they disregarded police presence. They were spraying pepper spray also, and they didn't even stop. They were one of the officers was actually spraying pepper
I did
spray
see that
from one of the angles that I first saw when I first got the video, and I'm like, wow, they still didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? They got somebody in the background yelling pepper spray, and they still ain't stopped. They still going. Then you know, it got a little hot in that kitchen. He's like, shit, man, the police was supposed to jump in between us. Like, we should have waited 2 more seconds before we came out of hiding. Billy, fuck it, I'm out. Let me jump in the water. I heard Negroes can't. There's only one of them niggas can swim out of the whole crew, and he's already occupied in a fight. He's tied up right now. Because if Aquaman saw him swimming, and he would have jumped in the water right after the nigga.
And jumped there and be like, I'm gonna get you.
I got this one. like I would have got away if not for that Aquaman nigga. Like, why didn't one of y'all grab his ankle or something?
Yo, they should call that video Mona Lisa. Because every time I look at that video, I see something new that I didn't see before. Like, I didn't even know about the pepper spray junk. I can watch that video a million times. All 3 acts. It's so good.
Yeah.
I
But,
forgot that female wrestler. It's a
can.
big chick. There's a big chick that wrestles right now. She's a big chick. And that's why I keep thinking of her name. That's why I had me laughing after you said Mount Fuji. I'm trying to Google her name. I wish Ted was here.
On women's wrestling. Okay.
Yes.
It was like Fuji or something like that, though, wasn't she?
I know Mount Fuji.
The Mount Fiji, that was like a
You know what her name is? The chick right now, her name is Dewdrop. That's who she should be.
Her name is Dewdrop.
Dewdrop's a big. Listen,
she do drop, but she do get back up quick.
There you go.
She not selling it. She do drop, but she don't sell it. What the fuck are you doing? Like, her name is a contradiction. We gotta name her the Big Back. We gotta go with the Big Bounce Back, man.
Dewdrop
I'm gonna go with the Big
girl,
Bounce
but
Back.
she can move in that
ring. Lord, man. I don't know. The moral of the story is so let's let's recap this thing, right? Because this was a mess. It wasn't a mess. It was good entertainment. The actual it was a mess and pure entertainment. I'm in both places with it.
Yes.
It was a mess because a few dudes got arrested. They're looking for some. They're gonna press charges for somebody for hitting the chair. The chair. They didn't even sell the chair shot, so that was trash. So how you gonna press charges? Like nigga, that didn't even hurt. Look at the video. She bounced right back up.
Fine.
So that was trash. But it was still, the theatrics was sick. The whole swim across the bridge thing, that was, I mean, across the river to jump up and get in the action, that was lit. The Karen jumping out the boat with the light blue sundress, and she just ran right into Pound Town. she, just, she jumped out because she thought she was mad because she got the kicker nigga when he was down in the first round. She felt emboldened to jump back out while niggas is swinging wild on the pier. She just felt like she had to climb off of the boat, jump on the pier, and jump. She ran right into a left hook. Oh, it was so crazy. Oh man! Salute to the lady that got pounded out and dumped over the thing. Also, she went overboard.
She did.
She sold it because she was just eating mad punches to the head, and she just sat there and took that. And somebody just said, "All right, I'm tired of swinging," and just hit her with the clothesline. Oh man, salute. It was lit.
Okay.
I took a lot from this.
He said he took a lot from this.
You can watch it so many different times, and you can see something every time you watch it. It's that entertaining.
Oh man, I took a lot from this. Where was Diddy when you needed him?
Oh my God.
Take that, take that, take that. So, think about that. You know what I'm saying? So let's recap this. We're coming up on 2 hours. Let's recap this. Did he or didn't he? His first episode.
You got clap.
Did he or didn't he? All right, that was the first segment.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
He's good too. Probably me. You put his
That was good. Did he or didn't he?
I don't know. I say Diddy. I say Diddy did it.
Right.
Charlie,
The
you
chair
said-
suit. Yeah. You ought to check the Ricky Smiley interview when you all get a chance. Check Ricky Smiley's prayer service on the whole riverfront brawl. It's about 11 minutes long and it's hilarious. Ricky Smiley is a fool.
Oh man, that must be sick. That must be sick. That must be sick.
Yeah, my stomach hurting. Did he or didn't he? I don't
I'ma say
know.
he
I
did
want
it.
solid proof. Yeah, I want to see
I'm gonna
solid
say
proof.
Diddy
I
did
can't
did.
front.
I say innocent until proven guilty.
Facts.
I'm gonna say Diddy did. But Keefy, whatever this nigga
Keefy
name
D.
is.
Keefy
Yeah,
D.
there you go.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're playing yourself. You
Keefy
did
D.
too much. You did a little too much. The little book. You could have just retired, moved away from this fake
Yeah.
gangster internet shit. But you
Yeah.
just keep talking. So now what's gonna probably happen is they're gonna say, well, you know what? Diddy gets away. He skates because it's just gonna be his word versus his. I guess everybody else is dead. Or if you're not, you will be dead soon. So if anybody's listening and we're a part of this fiasco, Diddy coming for you. And they'll just put the Keefy D in jail, I guess. And and say
Like
that's
if he got
about it.
Tupac, like if let's say he is guilty allegedly, and he got Tupac. Well, wait, who are you?
Well, he was in a car allegedly. He was a rider.
No,
Allegedly.
I'm saying like if Diddy is investing that money, he invested back then that money
Mhm.
to
Yeah,
unalive somebody who is
to put a hit out.
You
Mhm.
you are just a podcaster, book writer, like you got to watch your back now.
Keefy D. Yeah, because now, yeah. But I think that now he's probably under federal surveillance full time after that. Like after that. He already was, but what I'm saying, he already was obviously, but now that the threat now looms because now they're thinking, all right, now they're probably gonna because
Yes.
now once you put out one hit, you gotta keep hitting until everybody gone. So now it's like, fuck, now I gotta quiet this damn Keefy D out, which that'll cost a few dollars. Quiet this nigga. But then you got to
Right.
pay somebody else. Then you got to take them out. You know what I'm saying? But you can't take them out yourself because then you're gonna have to pay somebody to take them out, and then it's just gonna keeps going, and you know what I'm saying? And until you do
Never
it your damn self and leave a too small glove there or some shit like that, it's never gonna it's no way that this shit is gonna. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that it's gonna. You know what I mean? How the fuck is it gonna go down?
What if
You
the
know what I'm
loafers
saying?
don't fit?
If the shit don't fit, you gotta quit.
Oh God.
But then they can just be like, "Well, fuck it, give me some money." I don't know. Who knows, man? That's the life we live. It's crazy. It's complicated. It's entertainment, right? In closing,
That's,
you guys got anything on either of those two in closing?
no,
Let
we've
me
covered everything. Honestly, I can't even front.
up
We
with
covered
the
everything. This is cool. This
let
is
me put
cool.
your banners up. Let me put up your initial. We'll start with you, Tony D. How
I've been
could we
busy all
follow you, my
weekend. Yeah.
brother? Where's your
Run the
Twitter
link
at? Hold
tree.
on. Where's
Run the
it at?
link tree.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Bam.
God, Tony D. That original. Yeah, I ran through the intro twice this weekend. To exit everything. Y'all missed the Bell Kings Fantasy Football League this morning. Shout out
Promote
to
it,
my
man.
man
You gotta
Ted
let me know
Hicks.
that it's back in
Yeah.
play. Let me
Shout
know.
out to Ted Hicks. Shout out to JoJo. Shout out to Fireman Rich. Shout out to Mike Patton even popped in today.
Salute to
He
Mike
was,
Patton, AFC
yeah,
South. Salute to
touring
Mike
the AFC
Patton.
South. Yeah, check out my man touring the AFC South. That's my man Mike Patton. He doing big things. Oh man, we did Ted's show what Friday night, Saturday night? When did we
Friday.
do
I
it?
think
It was
Friday night.
Friday night. Yeah, it
'Cause
was
I was
Friday
like
night.
Thursday. Yeah. It threw
Yeah.
me off balance. I was like,
We were supposed to do it Thursday, but Ted woke up late.
salute to
So I had
Oversleep for shows, man.
yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely. I did a couple of my music video broadcasts, took it back to the old school, took it back to some of the intro videos, the intro hip hop videos. I went back to the message.
What
I went back to the
platform?
breaks. I went on Restream. I went everywhere. Facebook,
Twitch,
Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. I put it up there on both. I
They
mean
let
on
you do the
four of
music
them.
without issues.
Yeah. LinkedIn let you play the music with no problem. Twitter will. Twitch and
Okay.
Facebook's gonna give you issues. Facebook might be pulling them down, but like I said, I just threw it out to some old school videos, just taking it back to the history and running. I think I'm gonna do going back from the beginning and just running the timeline up to now. I did that before and it made it last for a little bit. But shout out to actually rest in peace to Paul Rubens. I can't pull out Joe Ski Love. We can't do the Pee Wee Herman no more because we lost Pee Wee Herman.
still do
I heard
it.
he got I heard he had a little bit of a bad history, so I'm gonna put a pause on that one myself.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. But threw a little Fat Boys in there, threw a little Dougie Fresh to show up there.
I mean, Pee
It
Wee
was
Herman
cool.
wasn't the only guy to spank his joint in the theater. He
No,
was
it
just the only
was
famous guy to get caught spanking his joint in the porn theater. That's
The, cra- the crazy
little
part is
salute
they
to
said he
him.
was doing the feds for something else. Spanking
Well,
his
that's
joint
a
was a
whole
light
nother
crime.
story. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna shit on him now. You know what I'm
I'm not
saying?
going to either. But yeah, y'all see me around the Random Multi broadcast. You see me around Bell Kings Fantasy Football League. You see me around Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. Appreciate you, Ace World, as always. Good seeing you, T-Roney, as always. You see me on LateNightParents.com. My man Ted Hicks. Wave to follow the show, LateNightParents.com. Yeah, won't catch me on Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast for the next month because I'm on swing shift. I'm normally working right about now, but it's Sunday off, and I got Jason this weekend. So I'll probably be back up there in September.
Salute to
But other than that, I'm
Nonsense
all over the
Podcast.
place. Follow the link tree. You'll see the Twitter. Actually, you'll see the Twitch notification pop up if I do a broadcast. Appreciate you, man. Thank y'all for following. Charlie, be outside. Big up to you because you will say what's up to me on Instagram, man. Salute to you for real, for real. Y'all take care, man.
Gotta be my dude, Tony D. Damn it.
Yeah.
T-Roney, where we at with it, sis?
Hello, I'm T. Ronnie Robinson. For those who pretend like I'm not here every week. Now you can reach me at T. Ronnie Trinkets on Instagram. It's still summer, so if you are having a barbecue,
Make me a plate, nigga.
make me a August, in August all the way into September, we doing this still barbecue season. Okay, I have nothing coming up, so that's a good thing.
Okay, so you still enjoying the vacation? That's what's up. That's lit. That's lit.
Take that
Salute to
break, lady.
enjoying the
Take that
vacation.
break. Take that break.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Salute to T-Roney in the building. You know what I'm saying? Me, last but not least, in closing, I'd like to say thanks everybody for joining us. Salute to the folks, you know what I'm saying? Charlie B outside, you know what I'm saying? Random Rick, Jazzy P Jones, News, check her channel out also. You know what I'm saying? That's good folks right there. You know what I'm saying? Ted Hicks in the building, Late Night Parents. You know what I mean? Banks Dillinger was in the house earlier. Salute to you, Banks. Salute to Philly. Shout out to Philly. Hopefully, I'll catch you out in Cartagena one of these days. Big Banks Dillinger from the Travel Gang. But thanks everybody for joining us once again to the Night Smoke Podcast. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So we'll leave you on a couple of little promos one more time for the records.
So has he said some things that are, borderline crappy or whatever, and then he backs it up with this is opinion radio? Yeah, he's done that.
Your show is called the Sunday Smoke Podcast. That's how I know you're a little bitch, because it don't have nothing to do with that. So I'm gonna keep using smoke, and my podcast is not called a smoke show. My Tuesday show is called the Sunday Night Smoke Show. That show that we talk about.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it, goddammit. You heard? Catch you next week. I love y'all.